Let's go back about 8 months ago. In mid-April, I posted my first ever video in years, being about the game Fruit Battlegrounds. At that point, I had myself around 300 subscribers. Now I'm posting daily shorts on the game Forsaken, have over 60,000 subscribers, and built myself a pretty big community. This year has been so life-changing for me, and to thank you all so much, I've made a compilation of about every short I've posted this year. Now, please note that before I made Forsaken videos, I made shorts on the game Grow Garden, so there might be some cringy moments, but you'll still be able to see everything from how my voice changes, my microphone, my editing, and even just the qualities of my videos. Now, this video is pretty long, so go grab yourself some popcorn, get yourself a drink, and once again, thank you for changing my life, and have a very happy New Year's.
NANI?!
So, I was filming a video when this happened. Alright guys, so by the end of this video, I got 30,000 coins. I mean, I think that's pretty good. I had a lot of fun playing this game, so... what the... What do you... what on earth? What... mango? What... okay, this probably isn't all worth all that much, is it? Yeah, this is probably worth like maybe like $100, maybe 200. I mean, it's probably just. Oh. I see. Tips for Grow Garden, Part 1. You might already know that you can climb bamboo, letting you get to high vantage points. But did you know that you can also use it to climb coconut trees? Instead of struggling to get off them, you can just climb the bamboo and jump onto the leaves, letting you easily collect the coconuts. So subscribe for more. Tips for Grow Garden, Part 2. If you own a pet and grow garden, you probably know how hard it is to click it. Maybe you want to feed it something or see what it's doing. But a really easy way to do that is by clicking this little button here that opens up a menu where you can easily pick up and feed your pets. Aww. So subscribe for more. Tips for Grow Garden, Part 3. If you've ever been in a bee swarm, you probably know how long it can take to fill up the honey compressor. But a great fruit to use is the coconut. Just one pollinated coconut can almost always fuel the entire compressor. So subscribe. Grow Garden, Part 4. Instead of just harvesting your plants and selling them for an initial profit, you can instead wait for mutations. Mutations are unique enhancements that increase the value of your plants. Simple ones like wet or chilled mutations increase the value of your plants by 2 times, but rarer ones like frozen make it cost 10 times more. So subscribe for more. Tips for Grow Garden, Part 5. A simple part of Grow Garden that a lot of players don't know about are the daily quests. These quests can be found at the gear shop where it shows you what you need to do. These quests can be anything from harvesting a certain number of apples or blueberries to planting certain types of seeds. So subscribe for more. Here's some news on the upcoming Grow Garden update. The new update for Grow Garden is called Working Bees, and like the previous update where we had the Honey Crafter, this update will most likely be an expansion on the pollination system. In the update log, it says that there is a new crafting station where you can use material to create different rewards. It also mentions that when the bees get hard at work, crafting speeds will be boosted, letting you craft more things at a faster rate. So subscribe for more news on Grow Garden. Here is all the new content in the new Grow Garden update. The old Honey Crafter has now been replaced by the Crafting Station. This station lets you craft different types of sprinklers and items, such as eggs and mutations. Along with the crafting system, there's now a new plant in the seed shop, the Sugar Apple. Along with the Sugar Apple, there are also now a whopping 13 new seeds you can make with the Crafting Station. So subscribe for more news on Grow Garden. What's the rarest plant in Grow Garden? You might think it's the newest plant added, the Sugar Apple, but there's a bit more to it than that. I have 3 plants that could be considered the rarest. First off is the Sugar Apple. It's the most expensive seed you could ever get in the seed shop, costing $20 million. My second pick is the Candy Blossom. This plant appeared in the 2025 Easter event, but only had a 4% chance to appear in the shop. But even this isn't the rarest. In my opinion, the rarest plant in Grow Garden is the Cursed Fruit. This plant was only obtainable from the exotic seed packet, which costs 199 Robux, but even then you only had a 0.5% chance to get it from the packets. But now you know. Okay, this is starting to get out of hand. So if you've been keeping up with Grow Garden recently, you probably know the multiple Roblox records they've been breaking. On May 24th, 2025, they had 9 million players. Then, on May 31st, they released their Busy Bees update, getting 11.7 million players. But if you thought that was a lot, on June 14th, just 2 days ago, they got a whopping 16 million concurrent players. To put that into perspective, Fortnite, at its peak, had more than 14 million players, and Grow Garden didn't just beat it by a couple thousand, they beat it by a couple million. And honestly, I just think it's gonna keep growing. But anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Peace. So, I just got banned on Roblox. Alright, let me explain. A couple days ago, I was playing this game called Forsaken on Roblox. You may have heard of it. And after every game, I said GG, which is an acronym for good game. I said this maybe 7-8 times. Before my game froze, I was kicked from the experience, and this screen appeared in front of me. It said I was putting spam in the chat, along with posting offensive items like GG and cool. So Roblox, I would just like to say that I humbly apologize for being a good sport and saying good game. Tips for Grow Garden, Part 6. One of the most underrated pets in Grow Garden is the Golden Lab. The Golden Lab has an ability where every 56 seconds it has a 10% chance to dig up any seed. And if that sounds overpowered to you, it's cause it is. Although I've mostly gotten things like carrot and strawberry seeds, I have gotten rarer seeds like the mango and dragon fruit. So subscribe for more tips on Grow a Garden. Okay, that's actually insane. The summer update is here, and it is wild. First off, the seed shop has been completely changed, offering new plants like the kiwi, avocado, pineapple, banana, and so many more. The old crafting station has now been moved over to the other shops, like the gear and pet shops, and in its place is the new summer harvest station. There's also a brand new egg you can find in the pet shop, this being the Paradise Egg, which offers new and overpowered pets. A new event was added in this update, called the Spaceship. There's also a new mutation that comes with this update, called Galactic. Another new event is called Windy, where plants can get the Windstruck mutation. And much, much more. This update is massive and has so many new seeds, crafting recipes, and pets. So subscribe for more news on Wow, there's so many new things in this update. New seeds, new events, and some new plants. What's your favorite fruit in this update, Bacon? Oh, probably the pineapple. I think it has a really cool design. Oh, the, pineapple? Yeah, it's the pineapple. Is, there something wrong with that? Oh, no, there isn't anything wrong. It just kinda reminds me of something. Oh? What does it remind you of? Oh, it's nothing for you to worry about. It's just something kinda... Wait a second. Do you hear that? Hear what? No. No, it's getting closer. No. No. No!
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Upcoming Grow a Garden update. First off, this update is going to be called the Mega Harvest, and it seems to be an overall revamp and upgrade of the past Summer Harvest, which most people didn't seem to like. In the update log, it says there will be even more new seeds, new weather events, more craftable items, and even new pets. Jandal himself says he is reading feedback and will continue to make more changes in the coming days, so be ready and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more Grow a Garden news. Is this going to be the end of Grow a Garden? So, if you don't know, Roblox recently said that they are making changes to their moderation, specifically about bots, and this is a great change. Almost every game on Roblox has hundreds if not thousands of bots, constantly farming rewards and even ruining the experiences for other players. So why would this affect Grow a Garden? Well, if you've ever seen the server list for Grow a Garden, you probably know what I'm talking about. And now you're probably thinking, would Grow a Garden's fan base and community die? Well, in my opinion, no. Although Grow a Garden would most likely lose some of its players because of the bots, millions of kids and people all over the world play this game and obviously like playing it. Oh, and it's also because Grow a Garden's Roblox's cash cow. The new Mega Harvest is here for Grow a Garden, so here's everything in the new update. First off, a new admin exclusive event is here. This one being called Fried Chicken. Yup, when this event starts, fried chicken will fall from the sky, and each of your fruits have a small chance of getting the fried mutation. The summer harvest stand has also been changed, and there is now a new summer shop full of new seeds, pets, and cosmetics for your garden. There's also a brand new seed in the seed shop, this being the pitcher plant. There's also a new magnifying glass in the gear shop. This lets you look at how much a plant costs without picking it. And so much more. There is a ton to unpack in this update, so subscribe for more news on Grow a Garden. Jandal went crazy with the admin abusing this time. First off, he didn't just restock the sugar apple once, he did it twice, which is actually really nice because I've never gotten one. He also spammed some other admin exclusive events, like the spaceship, DJ, and alien events. He also used two new ones, these being the fried chicken and underwater one, which are both pretty cool. But then he did something insane. He said that in the next update, there is going to be a new plant that is rarer than the candy blossom, which, by the way, has a base value of 100,000 shekels. But then, craziest of all, in the seed shop, he stocked 100 carrots. But even crazier than that is the fact that only 0.7% of you guys watching are subscribed. Here's a quick showcase of the new magnifying glass. The magnifying glass can be found in the gear shop and can be bought for 10 million shekels. Using the magnifying glass on a plant will show its value without you having to pick it, and even after you use it, its value will stay on the plant for other players to see. I think the magnifying glass is pretty cool, but what do you guys think about it? The new magnifying glass has an overpowered glitch right now. Let me show you what I mean. If you didn't know, using the magnifying glass on a plant will show its value. But did you know you can also use it on other people's plants? This means you can check the value of someone else's plant and see how expensive it is, and whether it's worth stealing. I'm not sure if this is an intended feature, but at least for now, you could have fun stealing your friend's best fruits. My luck in this game is insane. So, a couple days ago, I was just minding my own business, waiting for some of my plants to grow, when I checked my sugar apples, and one of them was golden, which is pretty rare, a 1% chance for a plant to be gold. That's when I looked over, and a second one was golden too. And I was originally just going to post a video like this, if it wasn't for the fact that when I went back, one of them was rainbow. Subscribe if you've ever gotten a rainbow sugar apple. The new Mega Harvest event in Grow a Garden is super cool. Let me show you what I mean. In Grow a Garden, every hour the summer harvest will start, and for 10 minutes you and your fellow players can submit fruit to the harvest to get rewards. But did you know that there is a separate version of this? This version of the summer harvest is called the Mega Harvest and has a 1 in 3 chance to appear instead of a normal harvest. During Mega Harvest, plants grow 2 times faster and give 2 times rewards. Overall, it's a cool addition to the summer event and can be really helpful for getting the rewards in the harvest. But do you know what would be even cooler? If you subscribe, please, we're so close to 1,000. I hate this stupid game.
Hello there.
Oh. What was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? I swear there was something there. Oh, that's a red light. That is not good at all. So, I was filming a video when this happened. That was Glitch, an entity I somehow encountered on the very first door. Glitch isn't all that rare. I mean, over 60 million people have seen him, but I just thought it was cool how, I found him on the literal first door. But you know what else is cool? Subscribing, please. We're so close to 1K. The 4th of July update. First off, there is a brand new 4th of July shop next to the seed shop. It sells 2 seeds, a new firework item, a new July 4th crate, and best of all, a bald eagle pet. The 2 new seeds are called the Firework Flower and the Liberty Lily. Here's what some of the 4th of July cosmetics look like. This one looks like a truck with a firework in the back, and the other one is in, I actually don't know what this is. The new firework item shoots a rocket into the sky that explodes after a bit, making an image of Grow Garden appear. This update is awesome with cool new seeds, new cosmetics, and an amazing new pet. So don't forget to subscribe and have an amazing 4th of July. Here's some news for the new prehistoric update for Grow Garden. First off, the most hyped part of this update is probably the fact that we're getting a new seed better than the Candy Blossom, but I'm also excited about the new pets in this update. Dinosaurs! Now if they would only add a Redpanda pet. It also says in the description of the event that we will be discovering all kinds of relics from a forgotten age. And that's all the info I have for now. This update has been kept pretty secret, but don't worry because this update is just happening tomorrow, so subscribe so you never miss one of my videos. The long-awaited prehistoric update is here, so here's everything in the update. First off, the seed shop has reverted to its normal state, so you can now buy seeds like the beanstalk and ember lily again. There is also a new prismatic seed in the seed shop, the burning bud. But of course, the number one thing people are here for are the dinosaurs. The summer harvest has been replaced by these 2 shops, the dinosaur eggs and the prehistoric quest giver. There are also 3 new crafting recipes, these being the amber mutation spray, the ancient seed packet, and the dino crate. You can also earn these types of rewards from completing the dino quest from the prehistoric quest giver. And so much more. This update is jam-packed full of secrets and things to discover, so subscribe so you never miss one of my videos. Here's a quick showcase of the new dinosaur egg. When placed, the egg takes about 4 hours to hatch, so you'll have to wait a while before you hatch it. There are 6 different pets you can get from the egg, each with their respective rarity. I myself got Raptor from the egg, which has 2 abilities. The first makes it so that anytime I pick a plant, there is a 2% chance I get the Amber mutation. The second makes it so that anytime I walk, I move 14% faster. All the dinosaurs have their own unique abilities and seem super overpowered, so make sure to get some from the DNA machine. My channel has recently just hit over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much. And for hitting over 1,000, I'm going to be giving away 400 Robux. Here's how you can win it. First off, you're going to want to put your Roblox username in the comment section and make sure to put as much detail as possible. After that, you're going to want to search up my Roblox account, Rico Zick, and I should be the first one on the list. After that, click on my account and click Add Friend so I can give you the Robux. Now, make sure you have both of these things done, because if I pick your comment to get the Robux but I can't see your friend request, I won't be able to give you the code for the Robux. So again, do both of these things to have a chance of getting the Robux. But the third and most important step is to be subscribed. Anyway, I will be picking the winner in 3 days on Wednesday, so make sure you put your Roblox name in the comments, send a friend request to Rico Sick, and be subscribed. Oh, and thank you all so much for giving me 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. Ranking every new dinosaur pet on a tier list. First off, we have the Raptor, and I gotta admit, he's really good. The Amber mutation can be super overpowered if you're lucky, and who wouldn't say yes to 14% walk speed? Easy S tier for me. Next up is the Triceratops, and it's alright. Its ability makes it so every 3 minutes it will ram to 3 random plants and advance their growth stage by 33 minutes, which is a cool ability, but you can also just wait for your plant to grow, so B tier. Next up is the Stegosaurus, and this guy's pretty good. He's kind of like the red giant ant where you have a chance of duplicating plants, but it also has an increased chance on prehistoric plants. But he's kind of outclassed, so B tier. Now we have the Pterodactyl, and he is really good. He occasionally applies the Windstruck mutation to a plant, as well as giving the player 14% higher jump height. So overall, simple and great pet. S tier. Next up is the Brontosaurus, and this guy has an interesting ability. Anytime a pet hatches, its weight and size are increased by 5%. And I'm not quite sure how helpful this is, aside from the fact that big pets are cool, so 8 tier because its design is awesome. And now finally, we have the T-Rex, and this guy is awesome. His ability makes it so every once in a while he will eat a mutation of a plant and then roar, applying the mutation to multiple other plants. This can be super overpowered if he eats something like Disco or Shot. S tier pet, and definitely the best pet in the dinosaur egg. The 400 Robux giveaway has ended, and the winner was I Am Baseball King Cap. Thank you to everyone that commented and subscribed. I appreciate all of you guys, and your support is amazing. Special shoutouts to Bylai7956, Sanzer1212, LevinDV, and Little Oreo. And again, I want to thank you all for 1,000 subscribers. Okay, we need to talk about the new Burning Bud. Okay, so if you don't know, this is the Burning Bud, the most expensive seed you can get from the seed shop. And of course, when it went in stock, I instantly went to buy it. After that, I went and planted it and placed some sprinklers.
Boom, bam, bop.
And after leaving the game and coming back, I went to check out if all my hard work had paid off. And what greeted me next was insane. My burning bud had grown to massive proportions, being even bigger than the Ember Lily. I instantly climbed my way to the top of it, letting nothing get in my way. Until finally, I went to harvest whatever there was and... Wait, you're telling me this whole top part is harvestable? Yup, this entire thing can be harvested. Now, let's see how much this thing is worth. We're going to be able to mutate our pets in the next Grow Garden update. So, if you haven't heard, Grow Garden has been releasing multiple leaks and pictures of the next update, which has been confirmed to be about mutating pets. These mutations can modify the stats and even the abilities of some pets, which means you might be able to make some kind of super pets. But this isn't the only thing coming in the update. A bigger expansion of the prehistoric update is coming too, with new crafting recipes, new prehistoric quests, and even upgrades to the dinosaur machine itself. All this and more coming in the next update. So subscribe and be ready for tomorrow.
You won't be getting away. Spread out. They can be anywhere. Don't move, dead on. I usually don't have this much fun doing a job. Spread out. They can be anywhere. Who designed this place? Here's a gift. Sleeping with the fishes. Don't move, dead on. Steady pace, man.
Pet mutations are here for Grow Garden, so here's everything in the new updates. First off, we have the main part of this update. Pet mutations. These mutations buff your pets, giving them special properties. Windy pets have a chance of applying the Windstruck mutation. Inverted pets gain 30% more XP, and Mega pets also gain additional XP. And although these mutations are powerful, you should know that you need pets level 50 or above to mutate them. Along with the pet mutations, there has also been new additions to the prehistoric update. First off, there are now upgrades for the DNA machine. You can get these upgrades from, Berry? These upgrades let you obtain more dinosaur eggs from the machine, increase the speed of the machine, and even let you unlock new and exotic eggs. And so much more. This update is awesome and jam-packed full of new things, so go and subscribe so you don't disappoint Barry. What's the rarest mutation in Grow Garden? You might think it's one of the admin events, like the Molten mutation during the Volcano event or the Fried mutation with the Cooked Owl event, but there's a bit more to it than that. Now, if we are counting admin weather events, then something like the Void Touch mutation would probably be the rarest, as it's been used very few times by Jandal. But even if we are counting admin abilities, it still isn't the rarest. In my opinion, the rarest mutation you could obtain is Dawnbound. First off, you need the sunflower plant, a divine flower which was only available during the spring event. After that, this mutation can only be obtained during the sun god Jandal weather event. And then, in addition to those two things, you need 3 other people with the sunflower to walk up and hold it out in front of Jandal. This will grant you the Dawnbound mutation. And with how many steps you need to complete this mutation, it is by far the rarest and hardest to get. The new raptor pet has an OP ability. Let me show you what I mean. So, some of you may know that the raptor has 2 main abilities. The first one is a chance of adding the amber mutation to a plant when you harvest it, but the second ability is where it gets interesting. The second ability makes it so that the player moves 15% faster when walking, and this ability can stack, which means you can do stuff like this. That fast. The first clip was sped up, but the second one wasn't. Here's a quick comparison of me moving normally and me with the raptor speed buffs. As you can see, it took me 6 seconds to walk from one side of a garden to the other, but it only took me 3 seconds with the raptor buffs. This is the new plush Taff skin. It costs 1,200 player points to purchase him from the shop. This skin is of course meant to look like a plushie, so the skin's entire body looks stitched and sewn together. He wears a fluffy black and yellow robe, has a small yellow pocket on his waist, and even has buttons replacing his eyes. In addition, he also has a custom trip mine. He also has a custom sound effect whenever he takes damage. I love this skin. I think the design is super simple and super cute, and I think that the custom sound effect and trap makes this skin definitely worth the money. Oh, and before you leave, subscribe! This is the new Chanston skin in Forsaken. It costs 1,997 player points and is a reference to Spamton G. Spamton from the Deltarune franchise. He wears long white pants and a black suit with white dress shoes. His face resembles that of Spamton with his iconic long white nose, his pink and yellow eyes, and long black hair. He also has a lot of cool custom things. First off, whenever he's at low HP, his eyes turn TV static, similar to how he does it in the games. He also has a custom coin. The coin itself has Spamton's face on it, as well as some writing saying Cromer and Chanston. He also has a custom gun model whenever he shoots, as well as a custom voice line when he hits someone. This skin is awesome. It has a ton of custom models and effects, a cool voice line, and is overall a great reference to Spamton. If you're a fan of Deltarune, definitely consider getting this skin. Oh, and consider subscribing! Pet mutations are here in Grow Garden, and they're disappointing. So, if you haven't been living under a rock, you've probably heard of Grow Garden's Pet Mutations update, which everyone was pretty hyped for, me included. And although this update was quite interesting, it was also a bit underwhelming, specifically for newer players. You see, to mutate pets in this update, they needed to be level 50 or above, and if you've ever played Grow Garden, you know how long it can take for pets to grow. This update still had more features though, like improvements to the DNA machine and to the quests, along with a whole new dinosaur egg. So, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that this update was still pretty great. But what do you think? This is the new Sun guest skin in Forsaken. It costs 1,983 player points to purchase it from the shop. This skin is of course a reference to the popular anime character, Son Goku. The skin wears camouflage clothing with a blue undershirt, has Goku's iconic spiky hair, and a serious looking face. His face also looks a bit different when he's at low HP. He also has a custom effect whenever he hits someone with an attack. This skin is amazing. The custom model and faces are really unique, and the custom effects are awesome, although some custom voice lines would have made this skin a bit better. Oh, and remember to subscribe! These are my craziest lag moments in Forsaken.
Hello there.
Subscribe if you hate lag. Nuclear bombs are coming to Grow a Garden? And no, I'm not lying. You see, recently on Twitter, Jandal put out a short video, and well, just look at this.
So the whole point of this event is you got this like carrot here, it's like a rocket, and you have to feed it fruit, and once it gets to 100%, oh, jeepers creepers, it fires up. I'm trying to outrun it, and then boom, fades to white, and then boom, the map's radioactive.
Okay, so it's more of a rocket ship than a nuclear bomb, but the fact that the map becomes radioactive after it explodes is just crazy to me. Anyway, one of the main things you might have noticed is that after the rocket ship went off, some of his plants got the radioactive mutation. And I'm expecting this mutation to be anywhere from an 80 times multiplier to even above 150, considering the fact that it's a literal nuclear bomb. Whatever the case though, I am hyped for this update, and I would also be hyped if you subscribed. So, I was playing some Forsaken when this one guy dropped me a medkit, when he was also at low HP, and I was thinking, wow, what a great guy. I hope nothing bad happens to him. Nah, I'm not gonna let that slide. I'm not gonna let his death be in vain. I died anyway. Nine-tailed foxes, new seed packets, eggs, and events, and Master Wu from Ninjago? All this and more in the new Zen update for Grow Garden. First off, we have a brand new shop, replacing the DNA machine. This shop is like the honey compressor from the spring event, where you must give tranquil plants to get chi. You can then use this chi to buy things such as eggs, seed packets, and cosmetics. But that's not the only thing you can use tranquil plants for. Giving tranquil plants to the chi channeler will let him grow a tree behind him. The bigger the tree is, the better things you can purchase from the shop. There's also a new kitsune pet from the Zen egg. This pet is similar to the raccoon, where every 22 minutes it will go to another player's garden and steal their fruit. But the person who had their fruit stolen will get the chakra mutation on that fruit. And so much more. Like, seriously, this update is massive. There are so many cosmetics and seeds to buy, plenty of pets and weather vents. I mean, this update is just insane. Just like how it'd be insane if you subscribed, please! This is the new 035 skin in Forsaken. This skin is based off of SCP-035, or more commonly known as the Possessive Mask, from the SCP Foundation. This skin has 3 different variants that you can spawn in as, these being a D-class personnel wearing an orange jumpsuit, a medical officer wearing a white lab coat and black pants, and a security officer wearing a black vest with knee pads and white clothes. This skin costs 2,012 player points to purchase, and the numbers 2012 are a reference to the game SCP Containment Breach, which came out in the year 2012. He also has a custom chase theme. Take a listen. Yeah, that was awesome. This skin is amazing. It has a super cool design, it has an amazing chase theme, and is overall just a great skin. If you've got the money, definitely get this skin. Oh, and definitely subscribe. What's the rarest pet in Grow a Garden? You might think it's something like the raccoon or the T-Rex, but there's a bit more to it than that. Although the raccoon is incredibly rare, having only a 0.1% chance to get it from the night egg, this impressive amount doesn't come close to this pet. I'm of course talking about the kitsune, a prismatic pet from the Zen egg with only a 0.08% chance to get it. But even this isn't the rarest. The pet I'm talking about is the red dragon, an admin exclusive pet which was supposed to be similar to the cooked owl, applying the burnt mutation to plants, and this pet seems to be the rarest.
Counter! Counter!
A celebrity guest is coming to Grow a Garden, so here's who I think it's gonna be. First off, I don't think it's going to be anyone super popular like Dwayne The Rock Johnson or Chris Hemsworth, but I do think it might be a YouTuber. I could totally see someone like Mr. Beast, Creekcraft, or even Laserbeam to be the guest, although I also have a few more picks. Someone like Queso could stream the event on Twitch, or even someone like iShowSpeed making a live stream, which would definitely bolster Grow a Garden's already massive fan base. Okay, Editor Redpanda here. While editing this, I looked at the poster for the celebrity update and realized it is very obviously a stadium with a blacked out football, which means we might be getting some famous football player in Grow a Garden. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. But whoever it may be, I'm just excited for more admin abusing, so subscribe if you agree. Alright, so a couple days ago, I made a video talking about what I thought the rarest pet in Grow a Garden was, and a few people commented their opinion, which I thought was cool. But one thing I thought was weird was this comment. "It's the Jandal monkey, bruh." And this confused me a little bit because I've never heard of this pet, so I checked the wiki. Nope, nothing there. Then I asked ChatGPT. Nope, still nothing. That's when I checked on YouTube and...
This is the rarest pet in all of Grow a Garden, and you have the chance to get it for free.
I see. So, apparently, a couple weeks ago, Jandal was talking about adding a one-of-one Jandal monkey pet to the game. This pet would be given to one random player. And although this could still be real, all these videos came out almost a month ago, and Jandal still hasn't said anything else about it. So this was probably just something he scrapped. So, although this pet could still be in a coming update, as of now, it does not exist. The new Kappa pet is insanely good. Let me show you what I mean. The Kappa's main ability, named Water Spirit, lets it give the wet mutation to plants, and I don't mean one or two, because this effect can go up to the hundreds. Here's an example of it using its ability. As you can see, it hops up and down and begins giving the wet mutation to plants, and by the end of it, over 480 plants were given the wet mutation. This isn't all it can do though, because as you may have noticed, if a plant already has the wet mutation, it will instead apply the bloodlet effect to it, which has a 5 times multiplier. Overall, the Kappa pet is amazing, so definitely go get it from the Zen Egg if you can. Travis Kelce has been confirmed to be the celebrity guest for Grow a Garden. You see, just a few minutes ago on Twitter, the official Grow a Garden account just said that Travis Kelce will be joining Jandal tomorrow for admin abuse, and this is kind of insane. I knew they were getting a football player in Grow a Garden because of the poster image, but I expected someone retired, like Tom Brady. This isn't the only thing though, because it's rumored that Travis Kelce's wife, Taylor Swift, might be joining him. Although this is just speculation, so she most likely won't be there. Thank goodness. So something tells me this is going to be a crazy update day, so subscribe and be ready for tomorrow. Travis Kelce is here in Grow a Garden, and he did some crazy things. First off, he came to the event like a literal meteor, crashing down onto the island and surrounding it in a massive football stadium with little people in the stands. After that, he and Jandal began talking to each other and asking questions, although that's not all they did. Because it turns out, Travis has his own admin abuses, all with custom mutations, these being Sub-Zero and Blitzshock. And I mean, come on, these look insane. He's literally running around the stadium making icy tornadoes. How is that not awesome? But then, to end it off, Jandal literally throws a football, making Travis do a touchdown on a golden goal post. I mean, I'm not even a fan of football, and I think this is cool. And then, just before he left, Travis gave every player the football pet as well as a football seed. And I mean, come on, just look at this guy, he's adorable. So yeah, this live event was insanely awesome. Just like how it'd be awesome if you subscribed! Between good and evil in the new corrupted update in Grow a Garden. First off, we have a new rare seed in the shop, this being the Elder Strawberry. Along with that, we also have a new corrupted Kitsune pet, although the main part of this update is of course the corruption. There's now a corrupt channeler on the opposite side of the Zen channeler. Giving this guy tranquil fruits will grow the tree behind him and give you rewards, such as staffs and seed packets. In addition, there's also a Kitsune between the channelers. This Kitsune will bring the balance between corruption and tranquility. Grow a Garden lore. Feeding the kitsune corrupt and tranquil plants will give you the kitsune chest, with many rewards, of course gotten from gambling, baby!
Let's go gambling!
And a lot more. There are a ton of game fixes, new features, and awesome stuff I can't cover right now, so subscribe for more videos. Is there lore in Grow a Garden? In my last lore video, I talked about Sam and his possible disappearance, but in this short, I'm going to be focusing around someone else. This of course being Jandal. We all know Jandal as an admin in Grow a Garden, giving mutations and helping out players. But what if there's something more sinister? Think about it. In Grow a Garden, we obviously grow a garden, but that's all we can do. The lives of a Grow a Garden gardener is infinite and forever. We are trapped on this island floating in nothingness, and trying to leave or escape just brings you right back to where you started. So, where does Jandal fit into all this? Well, it's because Jandal is the master of the Grow a Garden realm. He controls everything. He can create and manifest seeds and items, can cause disasters like meteors, strike down lightning, and even start entire zombie invasions. He is the ruler of Grow a Garden. Although, what do I know? Anyway, like, subscribe, and comment. See ya! What's the best update in Grow a Garden? Now, you might think this is a subjective question, considering that Grow a Garden has more than 30 updates to choose from, but in my opinion, it's really not close. Now, before I get to what I think the best update is, let's go over some close candidates. First off is the Pets update, Update 1.04.0. This update of course gave us pets, which completely changed the way of getting mutations, as well as adding one of the most overpowered pets, the Dragonfly. Next up is the crafting update. This update gave us the ability to craft things, such as sprinklers, mutation sprayers, and even entire seeds. Although both of these don't compare to what I think the greatest update is, this being Busy Bees. This update gave us the pollinated mutation, along with 8 new seeds, 5 new pets, one of these being the Queen Bee, plenty of cosmetics and spring items, and countless bug fixes and optimizations. Not to mention the fact that this update was one of Grow a Garden's best, pulling in over 11 million players. Although, that's a little low compared to the numbers they've been pulling recently. So, now you know. Trading is finally coming to Grow a Garden, so here's all we know so far. First off, along with trading, we will also get a cooking type event, with cooking themed pets similar to the Cooked Owl, with new cooking type seeds and weather events as well. Though the number one thing we've all been asking for is of course trading. This will let us trade and exchange things like pets and plants, and possibly even seeds. This is going to be an amazing update for all Grow a Garden players, so subscribe if you agree. I have 100 Zen Seed packets, so
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it.
alright, and now we only have one left. Trading is finally here in Grow Garden, so here's everything in the new updates. First off, to activate trading, you must use one of these trading tickets. Or at least that's what I think they do. I wouldn't know because my computer basically exploded the night before the Grow Garden event. Anyway. Along with this, a new cooking area has been added where you must create dishes like soups to feed to this pig, named Crispy. Giving the pig foods that he craves will give rewards such as new cosmetic crates, new pet eggs, and a new seed packet. Yay, more gambling!
Let's go gambling!
And a lot more that I can't cover right now, so stay tuned and subscribe for more videos. This is the Vine Petal, the newest seed added in the cooking update, and after getting one, I knew that I needed to see how good they were. And after planting it, placing some sprinklers, and leaving the game, I was ready to see my creation. So, after joining my game, and getting flashbanged, I looked around for my Vine Petal, only to realize it was right on top of me. And after picking it, I went to see if all my hard work was worth it. Subscribe for luck. For every like this video gets, I will be planting 1 carrot seed in my garden. And no, this is not clickbait. As you can see, I have more than 10,000 carrot seeds in my inventory. So I'll have more than enough. Unless this video gets a lot of likes. But that'll never happen. Anyway, bye. Here's how to grow the perfect elder strawberries in Grow a Garden. First off, you're going to want to use the basic, advanced, godly, master, and berry blusher sprinkler. You can also use the grandmaster sprinkler if you have it, but it's okay if you don't. After that, plant your elder strawberry seeds, place down your sprinklers, and leave the game for roughly 4 to 5 hours. And after a bit of waiting, you should have some massive elder strawberries, as well as some gold mutated ones. So, now you know. Wait, stop scrolling, I have a theory. Alright, so if you've played Grow Garden the last couple weeks, you probably remember the Travis Kelce X Grow Garden event, where Travis Kelce came in to co-host the admin abuse. So that got me thinking, what if we had another celebrity? And this is where my theory comes into play. In the recent cooking update for Grow Garden, they added this new pig NPC, named Chris P. That's right, Chris Pratt is the next celebrity coming to Grow Garden. Anyway, go like, subscribe, comment, see ya. Here's some news for the upcoming Grow Garden update. This update is called Kitchen Storm and will be an overall expansion of the cooking update, having more rewards, new pets, new seeds, and new admin weather events. There have also been rumors talking about new weekly challenges, such as making 1 billion shekels or obtaining a dragon fruit within 24 hours. Completing these would give awesome rewards, probably something like seeds or pets. Overall, this event looks really cool, and I'm excited to see what new shenanigans Jandal will be getting up to next. Flamingo has been confirmed to join Jandal for admin abuse and Grow a Garden this week. That's right, Mr. Flimflam himself will be joining Jandal for tomorrow's admin abuse, where you can claim special rewards for joining, as well as custom ad mutations for your plants, kind of like the Travis Kelce event with the Sub-Zero mutation. This event is going to be insane, so go subscribe if you agree. The Kitchen Storm update is here in Grow Garden, so here's everything in the new update. First off, we have a new NPC next to the pig, this being the Food Connoisseur. Giving him mutated foods will give you insane rewards like pets, seeds, and chests. How do you get mutated foods, you ask? Well, they can be obtained from giving mutated plants into the cooking pot, filling up the mutation meter. Doing this will give mutated food, and the better the mutations, the better the reward. There are also a ton of new recipes for the pig, like the smoothie, the candy apple, sweet tea, and even porridge. There's also a new Kitchen Storm meter above the pig's head, although I'm not quite sure what it does yet. And so much more. This update was insane, with so much content to explore, so go like and subscribe for more Grow a Garden videos. Here's how to make all the new recipes in Grow a Garden's Kitchen Storm updates. First off, we have smoothies, and for divine smoothies, you're going to want to use 1 beanstalk and 1 coconut. For prismatic, you'll need to use 3 sugar apples and 1 to 2 coconuts, and for transcendent, you'll need to use a mix of sugar apples, bone blossoms, and coconuts. Next up is the candy apple, where there's only 1 recipe for it right now, which requires 1 sugar apple and 1 sugar glaze for a divine candy apple. Next up is sweet tea, where for a prismatic sweet tea you'll need 4 sugar apples and 1 ember lily, and for a transcendent you'll need 1 sugar apple, 1 ember lily, and 3 elder strawberries. And finally we have porridge, and for a divine you'll need 2 corn and 2 sugar apples, for prismatic you'll need 1 corn and 4 sugar apples, and finally for transcendent you'll need 3 bone blossoms, 1 sugar apple, and either corn or violet corn for the porridge. If this helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what you want me to do next. Anyway, see ya. The Roblox Innovation Awards are here, and they're a massive failure. But why is this? Well, first we have to look at Roblox's past events, the most recent being the Hatch, which was a sorry excuse for an egg hunt. And before that was the 2024 Innovation Awards, which not only had lots of drama, but overall was just very poorly put together. So what's the big deal about the 2025 Innovation Awards? Well, one of the main factors are the games Roblox picked for each category. Here's an example. Out of these 4 games, which one doesn't belong in the Roleplay Experience tab? We have Brookhaven, A Dusty Trip, Life Together Roleplay, and Grow a Garden. It's not just this though, because they have Grow a Garden in 2 other categories, and it's obviously gonna win them. I mean, Grow a Garden has millions of players playing it. Anyway, this was just my take on the event, so tell me how you think about it in the comments. This plant just ruined my garden. Let me explain. You see, a couple days ago, I decided to buy a second save slot for my garden to give me more space for my better seeds, but I made a massive mistake, because during my planting, I used some burning bud seeds. After putting down some sprinklers to let my plants grow, what I came back to was insane. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. Anyway, go and subscribe if this has ever happened to you. Here are even more of my crazy clips in Forsaken.
Huh? Huh? NANI?
Subscribe if you've had clips like this. Power creep is now in Grow a Garden. Let me explain. First off, what is power creep? Well, it's when new items, or in this case, plants, gradually become better and in Grow a Garden's case, more expensive. But this new plant in the cooking update takes that to the extreme. I'm of course talking about the prickle fruits. Here's an example. This here is the watermelon, a legendary fruit with a base value of 3,000. And here we have the prickle fruit, another legendary plant, with a base value of 80,000. Do you realize just how insane that is? I mean, who knows? Maybe next update we'll have a common plant worth 100,000. Oh, and just before you leave, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Peace. What your favorite plant in Grow a Garden says about you. Daffodil. You probably like the orange tulip. Corn. If this is your favorite plant, what is wrong with you? Kiwi. You like kiwi birds. Sugar glaze. You like donuts. Taco fern. You love tacos, and Tuesday is your favorite day of the week. So, now you know. Jandel is so crazy. Alright, so just a little while ago, I was playing some Grow a Garden when this message appeared at the top of my screen, saying, should I run some admin abuses to battle good boy Sammy? Which I think refers to Steel Rainrot's owner, Sammy Spider, who was doing an update at this time. And he went insane with the admin abuse. He started light with just a Jandal Lightning Storm, until just a minute later, he restocked the Elder Strawberry 5 times. The rarest seed in the entire seed shop, stocked 5 times by Jandal. And then, just before leaving, he did the Black Hole, Disco, and Volcano admin events. So, now you know why. Here's how to complete the Beanstalk event in Grow a Garden. First off, there's now a new beanstalk sprout in the middle of the map. Feeding it plants will help it grow. And after fully feeding the beanstalk, it will grow all the way up to the clouds, where you now must parkour up it. And at the very top of the beanstalk, you can find a giant selling lots of seeds, pets, and items, as well as a golden goose. There are also plenty of rewards on the leaves of the beanstalk, including things like the new sprout egg and even rarer items like the master sprinkler. There are so many more secrets and things to be found, so stay tuned and go subscribe if you haven't already. Here's everything new in the Grow a Garden Beanstalk event. First off, there is a brand new growth mutation, similar to the Golden Rainbow, this being Silver. The Silver mutation has a 10% chance to grow in a plant and has a 5 times multiplier. One of the main additions in this update is the Garden Guide, a book that tracks everything from the plants you've collected to new achievements with rewards, cosmetic pets, and so much more. There are also smaller cosmetic changes, like skins for your fence. And in addition, the Beanstalk event has also brought along many new seeds and pets, one special one being the Mandrake, which actually cries when you hold it. Needless to say, this update is awesome. With so many more seeds, items, and pets, this update is chock full of stuff to see. Mr. Beast is coming to Grow a Garden. Let me explain. You see, a couple days ago, Jandal announced that he was starting an admin abuse war with Steel Rainrot's owner, Sammy Spider. But where does Mr. Beast come into this? Well, under Jandal's post was a comment from Mr. Beast saying, "Please win." And right under his was Jandal replying saying, "If you host with me, I will donate another $50,000. This $50,000 going to Mr. Beast's fundraiser, Team Water." So, although the chance is slim, Mr. Beast could be the next celebrity guest on Grow a Garden, joining the likes of Travis Kelce and Albert. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this admin abuse war is happening on the 23rd of August, so be ready and subscribe because now you know that. This mutation is the hardest to get in Grow a Garden. Let me explain. So a while back, I made a video talking about what I thought the rarest mutation in Grow a Garden was, the Dawnbound mutation, although there's a mutation so much rarer that no one has obtained it. I'm talking about the Star Eyes mutation, a mutation with so many steps to obtain, it's actually insane. First off, you need an admin to activate the space travel event, and after that get 3 other people with alright parkour skills to get to the meteorite in the middle of the event. After that, the meteor will crash down having a 0.4% chance to apply the mutation. You also have to do this within the time limit of the event, which only lasts a few minutes, as well as hoping your fellow players don't mess up the parkour. Although, even with all these steps, I would say the mutation is worth it, considering it gives a 230x multiplier. This is the new Amberheart seed in Grow a Garden, a mythical plant obtained from the giant on the beanstalk for 8 million shekels. But is it worth it? The Amberheart is actually one of the best plants in Grow a Garden, with having the second highest base value for a multi-harvest crop, right behind the Bone Blossom. And although the Amberheart only gives 1 plant per harvest, this one silver Amberheart is worth almost 10 million, which is even crazier when you realize that silver is only a 5 times multiplier, meaning that this plant could reach some insane numbers. Overall, the Amberheart is a very underrated plant and will be an amazing addition to Grow a Garden. The new sprout egg in Grow a Garden is terrible. Let me explain. Now, first off, I want to say that the sprout egg isn't all bad, it's just that most of the pets in it are pretty bad. First off, we have the dairy cow, and this pet's ability makes it so that all plants within a 10 stud radius around it will grow 1.3 times faster, as well as the fact that when you sell the dairy cow, you have a small chance of obtaining the beanstalk seed, which is honestly really good. Next up is the jackalope, and every 100 seconds it will thump the ground with its foot with a 16% chance to apply the sandy mutation to a plant, which really just makes it a worse sandstorm. After that is the seedling, which can transfer mutations between plants, which sounds pretty good on paper until you realize it ignores favorited plants. Next up is the golem, which every 5 minutes it goes over to the mutation machine and increases the time on it by 1 minute. Yep, that's it. This is the second rarest pet in the egg, by the way. And finally, we have the golden goose, by far the best pet in this egg. Every 10 minutes, it lays a golden eggplant on your garden. Yes, an actual plant that you can harvest and sell. This egg starts off with a fortune mutation, a 50 times multiplier, and this mutation can also be applied to other plants when you sell the egg. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the egg also has a base value of 250,000, which makes it more than the bone blossom. So, aside from the golden goose, this egg is kind of bad. I have 100 sprout seed packets, so...
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it! 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 Aw, dang it!
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay?
And now we only have one left. Garden is so insanely rare, I can almost guarantee you don't have it. Let me explain. Alright, now before I go over what I think the rarest cosmetic is, let's go over some close candidates, starting with the 4th of July crate, which unless you spend Robux, you could only get a limited stock of these. Not to mention that the rarest cosmetic in the crate, the Uncle Sam gnome, was only a 5% chance, meaning you had to be pretty lucky to get him. The Blood Moon and Twilight crates are also both pretty rare, considering that they are both found from one of the first events in Grow a Garden. Although the thing holding it back is the fact that all the rewards have the same chances, at 20%, making it pretty easy to get all the rewards. Although now, for what I think the rarest cosmetic is, with this cosmetic coming from the Exotic Cosmetic Crate, which could only be obtained for a limited time at the limited time shop, where you could only pay Robux for crates at 199 Robux per crate, with the rarest cosmetic being the 0.5% chance for the Platinum Candy Blossom statue. And this cosmetic seems to be the rarest. Alright, so by this point you've probably heard about the Bean Apocalypse that's been happening recently, and if you don't know what it means or why people are wearing this outfit, let me explain. Okay, so this is the Green Bean Army, and it originates from the game Grow a Garden, and it all started when Jandal, the owner of Grow a Garden, decided to wage war against Sammy Spider, the owner of Steal a Brainrot. And Jandal decides to dress up as the Elder Bean, the leader of the Bean Army, and tells everyone to do this to get rewards and to fight back against Steal a Brainrot. And the reason why Jandal chose green beans is because at this point, Grow a Garden is having a beanstalk type event. Wearing the green bean outfit will grant you two unique items. The first is the Beanworks, which shoots out little fireworks leaving either the word green or bean in the air. And the second one is the Bean Speaker, which says the phrase
bean or leave
in different pitches. Overall, the Green Bean Army is just a little gag pulled by Jandal and will probably end after the admin abuse war, so you won't need to worry about it. Jandal just completely embarrassed Sammy Spider. Let me explain. Alright, so Grow a Garden has just had their admin abuse war and it is crazy. First off, they actually had Sammy Spider in Grow a Garden as if he was trying to take it over, and literally right above his head is a sign saying, Thief. This is of course a reference to the fact that Sammy's game, Steal a Brainrot, is a copy of another person's game, Steal a Character. Sammy also had a few abilities, like a Brainrot Stampede and even a conveyor belt type event, mocking the ones in Steal a Brainrot. And then, in the climax of the event, Sammy grew to a massive size and tried to crush Jandal with his foot. But then, after giving a heartwarming speech about how Grow a Garden is more than just a game, Jandal and the Green Bean Army finally defeated Sammy. And after Jandal banned him from the game, Sammy Spider was no more. Jandal and the Green Bean Army was victorious, and have won the admin abuse war. The new Skyroot chest in Grow a Garden is amazing. Let me explain. The Skyroot chest is very similar to the Kitsune chest, since it has a mix of pets and plants inside of it. The first of these rewards is the Crown of Thorns, a multi-harvest crop with a base value of 3,500. Next up is the Elk. It is a passive ability where there is a 2% chance for berry-type plants to stay after collecting them. And along with it is the Kala Lily, a legendary plant with a base value of 7,500. And now we have the Mandrake. No, not the plant, the pet. This pet's ability makes it anytime you harvest the Mandrake plant, there is a 3% chance a random plant in your garden gains the Rot mutation, an 8 times multiplier. Second to last is the Cyclamen, which seems to only have a base value of 6,500, although this is probably just a placeholder for the real price. And finally is the Griffin, probably the best part of this chest. Every 15 minutes it will release a cyclone in your garden, and any pet that gets struck by it will have their ability cooldown brought down by 60 seconds. If a fruit is struck by it, there is a 10% chance it will gain the Cyclonic mutation, a 50 times multiplier. And just for an example of how good this ability is, this Lily of the Valley with only the gold and cyclonic mutation is worth over 2 billion. So you may want to get a few of these because here are the top 3 best pets you can get in Grow a Garden right now. In third place is the Golden Goose. This pet can be obtained from the Sprout Egg at a 1% chance. The Goose's ability makes it that every 300 to 788 seconds, it will lay a golden egg with a base value of 250,000. This egg will also have the Fortune mutation, a 50 times multiplier, and if you sell the egg, there is a small chance to apply the Fortune mutation to another random plant in your garden. In second place is the Griffin. This pet can be obtained from the Skyroot chest at a 1% chance, and every 15 minutes it will release a Cyclone, and any pet that gets struck by it will have their ability cooldown be brought down by 60 seconds. If a fruit is hit by it, they have a 10% chance to get the Cyclonic mutation, a 50 times multiplier. And in the number 1 spot is the Dragonfly. This pet can be obtained from the Bug Egg at a 1% chance, and its ability is pretty simple. Every 5 minutes, a random plant in your garden will gain the Gold mutation, a 20 times multiplier. Although if a mutation like Rainbow is already on it, the mutation will not be applied. All of these pets are currently obtainable, but won't last forever, so go subscribe and comment if you have any of these. The winner of the admin abuse war is now confirmed. Let me explain. So it's been a couple days since the Green Beans went to war against Steel and Brainrot, and although there's a lot of rumors going around, I'm here to bring you the truth on who really won the admin war. First, let's start off with Steel and Brainrot, which got a grand total of 20,356,689 players at once, which is honestly really impressive, so congrats to them. But now, for Grow a Garden, which had a grand total of 22,375,597 players at once, which not only crushes their previous concurrent player record, but also beats out Steel and Brainrot. The Green Beans have won in numbers against Steel and Brainrot, and although the beef between Jandal and Sammy is gone for now, who knows what could happen next. Here are even more of my craziest moments in Forsaken.
No, 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 no! Wait! Wait! Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bar. Huh?
Subscribe if you've ever had moments like these. Craziest moments in Forsaken.
Hey, it's me, Goku!
NANI?! Huh? I am invincible! Invincible!
Subscribe if you've had moments like these. I was just in the most recent Rhymes with Drug video. Yeah, that's me, right there. So let me give you some context for this. You see, just yesterday, Blunt Brothers Productions hosted a live stream where you could be in a video, this of course being Rhymes with Drug 6, specifically the live part. And I just so happened to be in the right place at the right time, and boom, there I am. By the way, you can go check out the original video on Blunt Brothers Productions channel. Anyway, see ya. Ranking every Brainrot pet in Grow a Garden from worst to best. In third place is the Apple Gazelle. Its ability makes that anytime you harvest an apple-type plant, there is a 4 to 7% chance for it to be duplicated. And if you harvest a sugar apple, there is a small chance for a random plant in your garden to get the warped mutation. In second place is the Peach Wasp, and every 1500 to 2000 seconds it will go to a random plant applying the plasma mutation. And like the normal wasp, it can also sting other pets, reducing their ability cooldowns. And number 1 is of course the Lemon Lion, and this pet will occasionally roar, mutating a random plant with the Brainrot mutation, a 100x multiplier, with its second ability granting bonus XP to a random pet in your garden. All of these pets are amazing, having some of the best designs in Grow a Garden. If you agree with my ranking, then go subscribe. The new slasher is finally here in Forsaken, but how does he compare to Jason? The new slasher wears a crude handmade mask and has a book on his shoulder impaled with a knife. He wears dark black and brown clothes with scarves and shoulder pads. He also wields a long machete and has a chainsaw on his back. Here's how he looks like using Slash. Here's how he looks like using Behead. And here's how he looks like using Gashing Wound. And this is how he looks when using Raging Pace. His chase theme is also just the same as Jason's. Overall, the new slasher is a great visual update for Jason, and adds more characters to the lore, so if you like the upgrade, go subscribe. This is the newly reworked Vanity skin in Forsaken. This skin is a reference to the popular music video, Butcher Vanity. This skin takes the appearance of the main character from the Butcher Vanity video, wearing long black pants, black boots, a white and red collared shirt, and a red baseball cap, as well as wielding a cleaver and having a hacksaw on her back. This is how it looks using Slash, here's how it looks using the head, and here's how it looks using Gashing Loon. It also has a custom animation for Raging Paste, where she takes off the mask she's wearing, revealing her face. This skin also has a custom chase theme. In fact, you've been hearing it in the background this entire time. Take a listen. This skin also has a custom intro and outro. Overall, this skin is incredible. The design is sleek, the reference is cool, and the music is awesome. If you agree, then go subscribe. This is the new Beach Sander skin in Forsaken. This skin gives Dusakar a beach-like appearance, replacing his head with a beach ball, replacing his antlers with pool noodles, and overall giving him a more beachy design. This skin sadly does not have any special effects or custom sounds aside from the appearance, and overall this skin is pretty goofy. The beach ball head is really funny and the overall design is cool and colorful. If you agree with me, then go subscribe. This is the new Overgrown skin in Forsaken. This skin covers John Doe in thorns and weeds, as he wears blue overalls with black boots, has a farmer's hat on his head, and has a flower sticking out of his eye. This skin also has custom spikes for corrupt energy, replacing the normal ones with spiked green roots. This skin sadly has the default trail and digital footprint, but aside from that, this skin is pretty good. The design is cool and the custom spikes are great, although a custom chase theme would have been nice. So subscribe and like if you agree. Jess just got a massive buff in Forsaken, and it all has to do with its block. You see, before the Slasher update, using the block ability before you hit with a melee attack, like John Doe's Slash, would negate all damage from it and give you a charge to your punch ability, but it recently just got a big change. Because now, when using the block ability, it will now grant you resistance 4 for around 2 seconds, which means you can now negate the damage from any attack if timed correctly. Here's an example. Let's say you're at low HP with 0 stamina, and a 1x is charging up Mass Infection. Now you could use your charge to get out of the way, but if you don't go far enough, the 1x will easily snipe you. This is where your block comes in, because you can now do stuff like this. As you can see, since the block now gives resistance, I can block the 1x's attack and still live another day. And although this won't give you a charge for your punch, this new buff can still save you in many occasions. The new cockatrix might be the best pet in Grow a Garden. Let me explain. Okay, so saying that the cockatrix is the best pet ever is a bit of a stretch, but when I tell you its abilities, you'll probably understand why I think it's so good. Its first ability is called the Silver Screech, and every 16 minutes it will screech, and all plants within a 20 stud radius will have a 20% chance to get the silver mutation applied, and have a 1% chance to turn gold. And although that sounds good on paper, the amount of plants you can put in a single area is practically infinite. I mean, just look at all these peppers here in the same area. The coverage on this would be insane. Its second ability, called Venom Spit, is similar to the Dilophosaurus' ability, where every 10 minutes, it will spit venom at 5 different fruits, eggs, and pets. Plants hit by it will get the Toxic mutation, eggs hit by it will advance their cooldown by 80 seconds, and pets gain around 800 XP. And overall, with all these abilities, the Cockatrix is really good. It's a great jack-of-all-trades pet that can be good for mutating and supporting pets. And if you agree with me, then go subscribe. Noli just got one of the biggest buffs and nerfs ever. Let me explain. First, let's go over the buffs. Noli's Stab'em one now has a windup of 0.3 seconds instead of 0.4, and the hitbox has been increased by 1 stud, making it much easier to hit. Although probably the best part of these buffs are the changes to Void Rush. Because now, every time you hit a survivor, the damage on the final slam of Void Rush will now be increased by 3.5 damage. This effect also has no limit, meaning you can deal some crazy damage with enough chains. Subscribe. Taft just got one of the best rebalances ever. Let me explain. Alright, so first I should say that this rebalance is more of a nerf than a buff to Taft. You see, for every other Taft still alive in a game, the slowness effect on a Trip Mine will be brought down by 0.3 seconds, and the subspace and helpless effect will also be decreased by 0.35 seconds on Trip Mines. Now, if you've ever dealt with a TAF, you probably know just how frustrating they can be, especially for last man standing, so this nerf can definitely help, especially when you get hit by 8 subspace strip mines. If you like this rebalance, then go subscribe. But part 2 of the fairy update is finally here, so here's everything in the new update. Now, the main gimmick of this event is the idea of capturing fairies. To capture fairies, you need to craft fairy nets, and after capturing a fairy, you will obtain a fairy jar, which can be used for multiple different crafting recipes. But probably the biggest part of this event is the brand new fairy world. You see, every 30 minutes after a fairy event, a portal will open, and you can teleport yourself to the fairy dimension, with plenty of shops, crafting areas, and fairies everywhere. There's also a new enchanted chest, which holds the Phoenix pet, and this pet can apply the flaming mutation to multiple different fruits. And much, much more. There's a ton to explore in this new update, so go subscribe and check it out for yourself. Forsaken, but really fast. Alright, so there's my friend over there. He's gonna go try to kill me. Hello. I got speed 10, so oh, there he goes. Whee! Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get a little close there, buddy. There's no way I'm letting you touch me. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Here, have some pizza. Oh. Alright, alright. Okay, I don't think he's really gonna be able to get me. This is kinda unfair, I gotta be honest. There's no way I could ever lose this. I mean, come on. This just isn't fair. I mean, oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. No, 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 no. I'm out of speed. And I'm out of stamina and I'm dead. These are my top 3 best 1x skins in Forsaken. In last place is Hacker Lord. I know a lot of people really like the skin, but it just isn't for me. The design is kind of messy, and the custom animations feel cheap and low quality, but I can definitely understand if you would place it higher because of its last man standing and chase theme. In second place is Diva, and this skin is honestly really good. The design being based off of Hatsune Miku is really unique, and the custom swords being mics is also really cool. It also has a custom chase and last man standing theme, which are pretty good. And number 1 is, of course, yourself. Now, I'm a little biased just because of how cool my avatar looks with it, but come on, seeing your actual avatar run and chase people is just so awesome. Not to mention it has one of the best chase themes ever. But of course, this is just my opinion, so go subscribe and tell me your rankings in the comments. These are the top 3 best slasher skins in Forsaken. In third place is Slasher's Milestone 4 skin, and this skin is just awesome. The fire effects are amazing and the chase theme is incredible, although a custom intro or outro would be nice. In second place is Pursuer, and this skin is really unique. The skin is actually a collab with the game Die of Death, and everything from the design to the chase theme is great. The blocky avatar is also just really cool. And number 1 is of course Vanity. This skin has one of, if not the best chase themes in the entire game. The design is an awesome reference, and has a custom intro and outro. I mean, what more could you ask for a skin? This is just my opinion though, so go subscribe and tell me your ranking in the comments. There's a new overpowered bug in Forsaken, and it all has to do with this map. Now you know about Forsaken, but I can't use any of my attacks. Alright, that isn't entirely true. I am letting myself use the primary attack so I can, actually win. Anyway, I picked Slasher because he definitely has the biggest hitbox for this challenge. Alright, so here we are. I can only use my Slash, but I cannot use my Behead, my Gashing Wound, or any other of my attacking abilities, or even Raging Pace, honestly. Oh, I didn't even see that TAF bomb there. Oh, what the heck? Are you AFK? If you're AFK, I'm definitely killing you. I'm sorry, but...
Miss! Miss!
And you missed that again. Come on, man. Guess cannot be this bad. And, okay, you're dead. I don't know how that did not hit. I'm sorry, man. And one more. Okay, I'm sorry, my friend. Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, that's a shame, my friend. I am sorry. Come on, just one more, please. Please, I'm so close. No! No, please. Come on, yes! Yes, I did it! I got it, unlikely winner, Electric Boogaloo. Oh my gosh, first try. First try. Oh my gosh, you guys gotta subscribe. You guys gotta subscribe since I did that. Oh, that's awesome. Ranking every Last Man Standing theme in Forsaken. Starting us off is the default theme, and I love this one so much. Anytime I hear it, I always get a little on edge, and honestly, for the default theme, this gets an easy 9 out of 10. Great stuff. Next up is Plead, and this song is pretty great. I don't hear it in game that often because most people don't play 007 and 7, but overall this theme is good, so probably a 9 out of 10. I just love the guitar. Next up is Creation of Hatred, and this is honestly my favorite theme in the whole game. I know a lot of people think this theme is repetitive, but I don't care. 11 out of 10, it's peak. Now we have Curiosity, and this theme is pretty good. I personally don't like the singing, but the guitar in the background is so good. Easy 8.5 out of 10. Great stuff. Next is Hacker Lord's LMS, and this song is alright. I feel like it wastes too much time at the beginning, but the lyrics aren't too bad. But honestly, you should just listen to the original from Limnis Company. 7.5 out of 10. Now we have Cupcake's Last Man Standing, and this song is really bad. The beginning is actually pretty good with the jolly music, but right when the guy starts singing, it makes me want to reset character. 3 out of 10. Next is Vanity's LMS, and this theme isn't too bad. The beat is really good, the lyrics aren't bad. The only thing is that there are so many other good remixes on YouTube that are just better than it, so 7.5 out of 10. Next is Burnout, and I really don't like this song. The music is poor, and the lyrics sound like they let Alvin and the Chipmunks into the studio. 6 out of 10. And finally is Close to Me, and this song is pretty good. The beat is really great, but the Close to Me lyrics kinda ruin the song. Still good, so 7.5 out of 10. And that is every Last Man Standing theme ranked. Make sure to subscribe and comment what you would rate them. The new fall egg might have some of the best pets in Grow Garden. Let me explain. Now, the fall egg can be purchased from the fall festival at 90 million shekels. The shops can restock if you give certain types of plants to the fall spirits. But enough about that, let's get on to the pets. And starting us off is the Robin. With a 55% chance to get from the egg, this pet will decrease the size of the player's avatar by around 20%. It could probably be used to get into hard-to-hit places in your garden. Next is the Badger, and this pet will dig around your garden applying the Crack mutation to plants, a 4x multiplier. The Grizzly Bear is similar, where it can apply the Fall mutation to plants and increase the player's size by 20%. Next is the Barn Owl, which has 2 abilities, the first being Smart Shopper, where every pet bought from shops have a chance to gain extra weight, and the second being Prince of Fall, where all Fall-type pets will gain bonus XP. Finally is the Swan, where its first ability is similar to the Mimic Octopus, where it will go over to another player's pet and perform its ability. The second ability, Birds of Grace, applies the Graceful mutation to plants. Overall, the fall egg is great. Definitely go get some while you can. Did you know that in the Slasher's intro, the chainsaw actually just floats in the air before moving into the button? This is a pretty funny detail you have probably never seen. These are the new Bloxy skins in Forsaken, and starting with Shedletsky, he wears black, royal-looking clothes with golden wings on his back. He also has a Roblox Awards pin on his chest and a crown on top of his head. He also has a custom animation and sword for Slash, and a custom animation for eating chicken, where he holds up a golden Bloxy award. And next is Builderman, who wears a black suit, has the Aurora Borealis on his face, and has a ton of custom blue effects all over his body. He also has a custom sentry and dispenser, although they really just have a bluish tint on them. Both of these skins were added because Forsaken won Best Survival Experience during the Roblox Innovation Award, so congrats to them. And make sure to go subscribe and to go pick up these skins because they only last for a limited time. Slasher just got a massive change in Forsaken, and it might make him the best killer. First is a minor change with Raging Pace. Now instead of being stuck in place temporarily, you can now move during the animation, which could definitely help make it better in a chase, although the main part of this rebalance is to Gashing Wound. You see, the cooldown on Gashing Wound has been reduced from 40 seconds to 32, and when enraged, brought from 32 seconds to 24. This means you can now consistently hit Gashing Wound multiple times, which can be really good with crowds of survivors, and especially 2 times trying to backstab. Although these changes may seem simple, they overall make Slasher a better and more reliable killer. Here are some of the best plants for the fall event in Grow a Garden. First is a regular apple, and this plant is woody, leafy, and a fruit. You can also harvest around 8 apples from a normal tree, and this plant is also really easy to get, having a 17% chance to get from the seed shop. Next is the sugar apple, and this plant is woody, summer, leafy, sweet, and a fruit, making it probably the most versatile plant on this list. The beanstalk is also great, being stocky, leafy, and a vegetable, which is really good considering how few stocky plants there are. The mango, coconut, and pineapple are all other great plants, but wherever you use, make sure to subscribe and to check out the fall event. There's a new rare mutation in Grow a Garden, which is now impossible to get. Let me explain. Alright, so I've made this video like, 3 times already, but don't lose faith, because with this new mutation, I think I finally found the rarest. This mutation is first off admin exclusive, which means you must get an admin to trigger this weather event. In addition, this mutation was limited and was only used once on July 26, 2025. Now from that date, some of you might know what I'm talking about, this being the Travis Kelce X Grow Garden event. Now the mutation I'm talking about isn't one like Jackpot or Sub-Zero, since those were used multiple times. No, the mutation I am talking about is one that was only used once, this being Touchdown. This mutation had a multiplier of 105 and will likely never be used again, so if you agree that this is the rarest, then go subscribe. What's the sweatiest skin in Forsaken? The first thing that comes to mind is probably the Yourself skin, since they cost an arm and a leg to buy, although the milestone skins for characters can also be pretty sweaty considering how long they take to get. The golden skins are also good contenders because, you know, they cost over 100 grand. The Hacker Lord skin is also pretty sweaty since you need to kill 50 Shedletskis to obtain it, although in my opinion, none of these skins come close to the sweatiest skin. The skin I'm talking about is Milestone 3 Slasher. I mean, look at him. He literally has water effects all over him. Yes, I made this whole video because of this joke. I just experienced probably the most botted server ever. And by botted, I don't mean they were literal bots. I just mean some of the plays these people were doing were interesting, to say the least. Now, at the start of the game, I was chasing a guest, when the guest did what guests do best, and block at nothing. I returned the favor by melting his HP down with Gashing Moon. Oh, and he also left the game. Next is this 007N7 who used his ability in front of me twice. I mean, come on, dude. I'm not blind or anything. Never mind. I never liked plushies anyway. Next is this Dusakar, who was Milestone 4, so I had pretty high hopes for him. Until he made the dumbest moves possible and died in 18 seconds. And people wonder why we call him the worst survivor. After that, I went for the Shedletski you saw at the start of the video. He then proceeded to miss his slash for a second time. These people cannot be real. After all that, it was finally last man standing. So, who's my opponent? A noob, another guest, maybe even a Tav with the Fortress of Trap. And it's an Elliot. And he's dead. Please go like and subscribe, this took so long. Who's the best YouTuber in Forsaken? First off is CorsoBlocks, a well-known Forsaken player with almost 500,000 subscribers. He focuses on challenges and ranking the different parts of Forsaken, with some interesting takes. In his videos and challenges, he plays pretty well, although the other people on this list definitely outshine him. Ranger is another YouTuber who specifically makes content on the Iron Man challenge, where he must play and win as every survivor without dying, and I'll be honest, he isn't all that good. He's alright at playing Survivor, but he complains a lot about John Doe being the worst killer, which has to be rage bait. Next is Chance, who does videos reviewing skins and playing the game, and this guy is pretty good. He's great at surviving and showcasing Last Man Standing themes and skins, and is overall pretty good at the game. The same can be said about Sarazik, a YouTuber who does challenge videos with interesting thumbnails to say the least, and he's really good at trick stabbing and blocking hits. Meatkill is another YouTuber who does challenges, and may or may not be insane because of it. He has also done some crazy stuff like winning against 8 killers. Although, even with all these feats, none of them come close to the best Forsaken YouTuber, who is Emperor Redpanda. Jandal just added me to Grow a Garden with the new Redpanda pet. Okay, well, jokes aside, the Redpanda is the newest pet added to Grow a Garden. It's a divine pet that costs 1.2 billion shekels to buy from the fall market, and its ability is honestly pretty good. Its ability, called Adorable Haggler, will let the Redpanda occasionally go to the pet gear or seed shop, and will restock one random item from it. And although rare items do have a lower chance to restock, this ability can be really good. Having the ability to restock prismatic seeds, mythical and bug eggs, and even Grandmaster sprinklers is great, so go subscribe if you think this pet is pretty cool. What's the real sweatiest skin in Forsaken? Now, in my last video, I jokingly said that Slasher's Milestone 3 skin, because of the water effects, was the sweatiest skin. But what really is the sweatiest? Well, here are some skins that you guys commented. Starting off is the Vanity Slasher, a very popular skin in Forsaken based off the Butcher Vanity music video, along with Mafiosa, who was also mentioned, although a lot of new players use this skin, so its sweatiness has definitely gone down. The Christmas skins are also pretty sweaty, with Jack Frost 1X and Santa John Doe being some of the rarest skins in the game, alongside the Pursuer, which although does have some sweaty players, none of these skins come close to the sweatiest skin. The skin I'm talking about is Waitson. I mean, look at that guy. With the way he works out, he's gotta be sweaty. I'm so sorry, please forgive me. Here's some news for Grow Garden's upcoming Seed Stages update. Now this update will introduce a completely new feature to Grow Garden, this being Plant Evolution, where plants can evolve through different tiers. These new stages will likely do things like decrease the grow time, increase the plant's size, and probably add some sort of value multiplier to the plant. Although this is the focus for this update, there will of course be new seeds, eggs, quality of life changes, weather events, and of course the weekly admin views, so go subscribe and get ready for Saturday. So this guy's creating a custom Minecraft story mode skin in Forsaken, this one being based off the admin from Season 2, and it is awesome. Now this skin is obviously going to be used for Noli, but not only has the creator made custom animations and a custom model, he has also already made an animation for Void Rush. Now, don't get your hopes up too high, because although the skin is really well made, it is not official, although the creator says they do want to add it to the game, and as a massive fan of Minecraft Story Mode, I would be the first one to buy this skin. The creator of the skin is called Zoaturs, and he makes animation and art on Twitter, so go over there and definitely go give him a follow, and subscribe if you want the skin added to the game. What's the rarest skin in Forsaken? Starting us off are the artist skins. These skins were only obtainable if you participated in Forsaken's poster contest, which means few people were able to get these skins, although these skins aren't the rarest. The Christmas and Easter skins were also pretty rare, since you had to be one of the first players in Forsaken, although these skins are probably less rare than the artist ones, since so few people have been seen wearing them. Although none of these skins come close to by far the rarest skin. This skin was only obtainable for 10 minutes in-game until it was removed and was worth 100 million player points. This is the almighty Craig skin. And just to put that into perspective how much money 100 million player points is, if it costs 7,600 Robux for 20,000 player points, and we need 100 million just for the skin, we would have to buy the game pass 5,000 times, and multiplying that by 7,600 Robux would equal 38 million Robux, or almost 400,000 real dollars. So you either gotta be an admin or Mr. Beast to get this skin. Here's how to complete the Seed Stages update in Grow Garden. Now in this update has come the Evolved Plant Seller, and you can buy evolved plants from him. These include the beetroot, the blueberry, the pumpkin, and the mushroom. All of these plants start out at tier 1, but every time you grow and harvest them, you can give them back to the seller to evolve them up a tier. This will also give you a random reward depending on the tier of plant you evolve. These rewards can go from some watering cans reclaimers to Grandmaster sprinklers and level up lollipops. These evolved plants also look pretty crazy. I mean, here's a normal blueberry, and here's its evolved counterpart. Yeah, Jandal went pretty crazy with the design choices. Overall, this is one of the coolest plant-focused updates we've had in a while, so go subscribe and check it out for yourself. And if you want to support me, go buy me a coffee, link in description. Here's some updates on the custom Minecraft Story Mode skin in Forsaken. First off, the creator has actually tweaked the original design of the admin, giving him a more half-and-half design, where one side is the admin and the other is Romeo from Minecraft Story Mode. I'm more of a fan of the original, but this design does fit Noli's half-and-half design better. He's also made a skin for Guest, this being Jesse, who wields the gauntlet he wore in Season 2 on his right hand and wears red overalls with a white t-shirt and blue pants, as well as having custom animations for the mouth and eyes, which is great attention to detail. Although the main thing you probably noticed are the custom punch and parry animations, which look awesome, and honestly I could totally see a custom Last Man Standing theme for these skins, which would really just be the cherry on top for these two. By the way, huge thanks to the creator of these skins who recently just commented on my video thanking me for spreading the word, so if you want to help this skin get added to the game, go subscribe and share this short around. This is an exclusive first look at the custom Minecraft story mode skin in Forsaken. So the creator of the skin has reached out to me with some footage on the kill animation for this skin, which also has some custom sound effects with it. These SFX sound perfect and add to the already amazing details of this skin, and a huge thanks to the creator for giving me this exclusive look into his concept. And if you want the skin added to the game, go share this video and go support Zoeters on both YouTube and Twitter, and subscribe to go see more exclusive looks into this skin. Brainrot Evolution, 40,000 players. Plants vs. Brainrot, 600,000 players. Stealer Brainrot, over 25 million players at once. Brainrot has officially taken over Roblox. And if you're still not convinced, out of the top 3 games on Roblox recently, 2 of them were Brainrot games. Not to mention the fact that, you know, the country Taiwan? Yeah, its population is around 2 million less than all the people playing Stealer Brainrot last update. An entire country put to shame by a game about stealing brainrots. The state Roblox is in is absolutely insane, and I'm honestly kinda done with these games getting like 1 million players and then having none the next day. All this brainrot slop ruins Roblox and takes away from the actually good games with good developers. But go subscribe and comment what you think. Here are some more leaks and footage on the custom Minecraft story mode skin in Forsaken. First off, as you just saw, a custom intro has been made for the admin, which honestly fits both Noli and the admin's characters perfectly, and even uses some of his voice lines. Take a listen.
I see your smiles.
Okay, I know I've made like 4 videos on this skin already, but I mean, come on, the little leg kicks he does in the air are flawless, and even his mouth moving up and down just like how they did in the game, this intro is just so perfect. Zoeters has also made another example of Void Rush using his new model, with this one also having voice lines.
Losers are supposed to lose.
Please remember that this entire concept and its animations all belong to Zoeters, who also posts his videos on TikTok, so go subscribe and follow him there. Did you know that Chaff's new Venus Flytrap skin is secretly pay to win, and it all has to do with its trip mine? You see, the Venus Flytrap skin is a custom model for the trip mine, having it covered in leaves and vines, and this can be really good for hiding it from the killer. Maps like Pirate Bay have tons of foliage all over the map, so you can really easily hide traps in the bushes and disorient the killer. And although this isn't necessarily a foolproof plan, it can still help you support your team. Although whatever map you're on, TAF will always be an effective part of the team. Sometimes too effective. So go subscribe and check out this skin. Here are some leaks for the upcoming Veronica character in Forsaken. Now recently, the Forsaken developers have shown us some footage of Veronica's skateboard ability, which has some insane movement, and gives you the ability to kickflip off walls to do a type of jump, which seems similar to Guess 666's leap ability. Now Veronica is confirmed as the next survivor being added to Forsaken, which I am really excited about, especially with how dry the game has been after the Slasher update, since they've just been dropping small rebalances and mediocre skins, which really don't freshen up the game. And maybe it's just me, but it's a little suspicious that they dropped this footage right after the Soul controversy, which makes me think they're trying to distract us from that. But I can't quite prove it yet. Anyway, go like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts about this footage. The admin Noli skin is finally here! Well, not in Forsaken, but now with full-fledged animations for the entire skin. And I just want to clarify again that I have not worked on this skin at all, and that all credits go to Zoeters and his awesome team of SFX and visual artists. Now for the animations, which here are some highlights. First off are the walk and run cycles, which look super smooth, and the fact that the admin glides while he runs is awesome. There's also an outro for the admin. Take a listen.
Your world's done. No takebacks.
There are also custom VFX and sounds for Novastar and Void Rush, which are just so clean, although I think my favorite part of these new animations is for Observant. The way he claps the command block and teleports is great, and the effects on the generators are just perfect. If you like this concept and want to add it to the game, go like and subscribe, and go watch Zoeters' full video about the concept. Here's how I beat the first night in TDS's Halloween event. Now when the live event first started, we got sucked through a type of portal, teleporting us to the main event map, which had avatars falling through the air and corruption all over the map. Even a statue of Lord Exo which moved, which kind of looks like 1X from Forsaken. Now this event was actually kind of difficult for multiple reasons, one of them being the fact that there were 2 lanes the enemies could spawn from. Not to mention the fact that below Natural, the game's creator, was spamming emotes and kind of just trolling everyone in game. And after a couple of losses, we finally made it to the final wave, where we were met face to face with a corrupted conservative from Night 3 of the past Halloween event, who had almost 1 million HP. Now, we did have a lot of towers down at this point, but we were no match for the conservator. That is, if it weren't for the fact that Below gave every player like $320,000. Yeah, needless to say, we beat him pretty quickly. Now go subscribe if you're excited for the next night. This is the new Band Brawler skin in TDS. This skin could be obtained from the Band skin crate at a 25% chance. At level 1, it has a black and purple design with glitching effects all around it. At level 2, there are no changes. At level 3, there are still no changes. At level 4, his gloves are replaced by sharp claws and there's an indent on his palm. And at level 5, the design completely changes, giving the Brawler a more skeletal design, purple glowing claws, and horns on his head. He also has a custom effects for his reposition ability, having purple particles explode out of him. This is an amazing skin for the Brawler, and possibly his best, having great visuals and custom effects. And if you like this skin, then go subscribe. Hey there, Forsaken developers! I have this really cool concept for Forsaken based on the admin from Minecraft Story Mode Season 2. Oh, that sounds interesting, I guess, but it would take too long to make animations for it, and... actually no. Zoter's already created full-fledged animations for the entire skin, as well as an intro and outro. That's cool, I guess, but it would also need, like, custom visuals and sound effects. Oh yeah, Zoeter's and a few other people also did all of that too, making the skin pretty flawless and easy to bring to the game. I guess so, but it would also need, like, custom music and... Wait, what's that sound? It's Tyrax literally made an entire Last Man Standing theme just for this skin, and you can't tell me that this doesn't sound amazing. I guess that is pretty cool, but how about we give you another skin for Hatsune Miku instead? This is the Vigilante 1X skin in Forsaken. This skin is a fan-made concept made for 1X with full-fledged animations and visuals. This skin wields 2 neon red katanas on his arm, has a red coat with a custom domino crown, and a really cool red floating orb in the middle of his metal ribcage. This skin is an amazing animation for mass infection, with red chains coursing all around his body, similar to the normal version. The animation for entanglement is also pretty sleek, both of them having custom red projectiles. There are also 2 different custom kill animations, the normal one having 1X slice up the player, and the other one being for Shadletsky, where he gets thrown in the air before getting caught and sliced, which is honestly pretty brutal. Although probably the best part of this skin is Rejuvenate the Rotten, where 1X takes out the red core in his chest and summons red portals that drop in his minions. And just imagine being in Last Man Standing and seeing like 6 portals just appear out of nowhere. Now that would be terrifying. Now this concept is created by the amazing Boris, who makes other awesome animations and concepts, so go subscribe and go check him out. Ranking the best horror games on Roblox. Starting us off is Doors, probably the most well-known horror game on Roblox, and for good reason. This game has plenty of unique entities and monsters scattered throughout the game, and for its quality, Doors gets a 9.5 out of 10. Next is Pressure, a game very similar to Doors, and although this is a bit of a hot take, I personally think Doors does it better with the monster designs. Pressure is still an amazing game though, with incredible sound effects and entities, so I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. Next is Forsaken, which is barely a horror game. I mean, aside from a couple of moments, this game is not scary at all. But for its amazing character design, maps, and especially the music, this game is an easy 9 out of 10. It would be higher, but it's just not scary. Finally is The Mimic, and this game is terrifying. I've really only played it twice, one of them being for the Hunt event, but from what I've seen, the monsters are insane looking, and for the story, this game definitely gets an 8 out of 10. If you agree with my ranking, then go subscribe. Hey there, man, you wanna play some Forsaken later today? Absolutely not. It has a terrible community, the game's boring, it rarely updates, and it's just a bad game all around. I mean, I agree with most of those points, but have you even actually played the game, or do you just listen to other people's opinions about it? Well, no, I've never actually played the game, but that's not the point. Looks like I'll need to show him the true peak of Forsaken. And it's just so overrated, and hey, what do you do? What is this blessing my ears right now? It's Forsaken, my friend. Now, come step into the light. This is Alter Ego, one of the most anticipated games coming to Roblox, and it is awesome. This game will be similar to Forsaken, where you must work together with your teammates against the killer. This game also has a bunch of amazing custom features, such as reviving fallen teammates, unique generator puzzles, and even glory kills for the killer. I also want to say that this game is an alpha, and the animations you're seeing will definitely change. This game is also being created by Paradoxum Games, the creator of Tower Defense Simulator, one of the biggest and highest quality games on Roblox. I have some very high hopes for this game, and if you're excited for it too, then go subscribe. Here are some tips on how to become the best guest player in Forsaken. First off, a simple mistake I see a lot of guest players doing is blocking while facing the killer. This is because a lot of people don't know that the hitbox actually goes all around your character and not just in front of you, so you can block attacks even if you're in a chase with the killer. The second tip is with charge, and although this ability is normally pretty useless, you can use it to take hits for your teammates. Like here, where I charged into the walk speed override and took almost no damage. This is because of the resistance you get when you hit the killer. Although probably the number one tip I'd give for guest players is help your teammates. Guest is a very team-centered survivor. His whole character is built around taking and blocking hits to protect other survivors, especially Elliot's. So please, don't just run around the map completing generators. What's the real, totally legit, not lying, sweatiest skin in Forsaken? One of the sweatiest and rarest skins in the game is the CEO of Isaac Chance skin. This skin was meant to be code exclusive, but right now is only obtainable from the Roblox user, CEO of Isaac, an admin in Forsaken. Both of the Bloxy skins are pretty rare since they were only obtainable for a limited time, and most people that use these skins are pretty sweaty, especially buildermen, who will constantly have sentries and dispensers up during the entire game. The Legacy Milestone 4 skin for 2-time was also insanely sweaty just because of how long it took to level up 2-time before his rework. Although, once again, none of these skins come close to by far the sweatiest skin in Forsaken. The skin I'm talking about is... Yup, it's 1eggs. I mean, with how much this guy cooks, he's gotta be sweaty. Guys, please, last one, I promise. This is the Metronet skin in Forsaken. This skin is a collab between Forsaken and the game Lumion Legacy, a game very similar to Pokemon. This skin wears a jester-type outfit with a crooked black smile on his face, as well as having 2 long scarves down his back. I'm pretty sure the skin also has custom sound effects, but they may just be new Noli ambience. Yeah, they sound pretty creepy, but if you're wondering how to get the skin for yourself, you have to get the special badge from Lumion Legacy. First, you need to beat the first gym in the game on Route 3, and after that you can teleport to the Trick or Treat hub where you can find the boss. You'll be given some super overpowered Lumion, so this fight shouldn't be too hard if you've played a Pokemon game before. Overall, this skin is pretty cool and is a great collab that opens up more opportunities for Forsaken, so go subscribe if you like this skin. This is the White Pumpkin Reanimated. These animations reimagine the current ones, having amazing detail about the VFX, sound effects, and of course, custom animations. This concept has a custom walking and running animations, as well as a custom slash and behead movements. Although I think my favorite part of this is Gashing Wound, where she slices you up before stepping back using an ender pearl to absolutely demolish you. Like, holy cow, Zoeters, stop cooking, my guy, the kitchen is on fire! Jokes aside, this skin also has a custom intro and outro with voice lines.
I am the White Pumpkin. After all this time, I'm free!
One amazing detail I really like is with Raging Pace, where the White Pumpkin actually lifts up her mask, revealing her true identity of Cassie Rose. This concept was animated by Zoeters, as I mentioned prior, so go subscribe and check out his full video on the concept. What's the rarest emote in Forsaken? Now, there are a lot of emotes in the game, some being skin exclusive, like the Snap from Mafioso, the Blue Dance from Blue Dude, and Guitar from John Doe. But all of these are very easy to get with money, so what are the real rare emotes? Well, there are some upcoming emotes that will be added to the game, like the Macarena and the Chicken emote, based around this one funny meme someone made of Shedletsky. But some rare obtainable ones could be something like the Gangdom if it was awesome, an admin exclusive emote which we have seen non-admins use, like the YouTuber CorsoBlocks who has used it many times in his videos. Although none of these emotes come close to by far the rarest emote in Forsaken, this is Shucks. This was only in game for around 5 to 10 minutes during a playtest and was then removed from your inventory if you bought it, making it technically obtainable and the rarest emote in Forsaken. Are you a YouTuber? Perchance. You do shorts? Yeah, I do shorts. Not gonna lie, this is a pretty funny interaction. Are you popular? I have 20,000 subs. Okay, I might know you. Are you recording? Can you post this? Lol, sure. Remember this quote. 2 times watching. 2 times watching. 2 times watching. Subscribe if you want to be in a video. This is by far the worst skin in Forsaken, and it isn't even close. This is the weirdly strict cool kid skin in Forsaken, based off the Roblox game Weird Strict Dad, and it is just horrible. First off, the design itself is just bad. I mean, the face from the game doesn't even fit right, the mouth is glistered through cool kids, and the eyes are clipping so much. Now, it does have custom pizza delivery minions, but they just look the same as your avatar. Not to mention the fact that this skin has 0 of cool kids' voice lines, which is like the main reason people use him. So for over 700 player points, Forsaken devs, definitely rework this skin. Elliot, please help me, I'm at 1 HP. Oh my gosh, yeah, here you go, man, have some pizza. And got it. Oh, hey guys, thanks for the pizza. You have got to be kidding me. Here's some tips on how to become the best slasher in Forsaken. First, one mistake I see a lot of slashers doing is not using Raging Pace enough. This is one of your best moves for many reasons. First off, being able to see your opponent behind walls lets you super easily predict them, not to mention the extra damage and range you get on your attacks. Oh, and of course you get complete stun immunity, which is super good when you go up against a lot of Centennials. The second tip is for Gashing Wound. Now, you probably already use this when survivors miss their stuns, but another way of using it is with 2 times trying to trick stab or guests trying to block. You can easily counter them and get a good chunk of damage in. Now, another use of Raging Pace is right after hitting Gashing Wound, where you can make yourself stun immune and deal good damage to whoever was trying to stun you. Now, please keep in mind that Slasher is not the best killer. He's really strong against uncoordinated teams, but if your team works together even a little bit, you're getting destroyed. But if you like playing Slasher, then go subscribe. Oh, and remember that 2 times watching. This is the Doombringer Animated, a fan-made concept for Forsaken with custom animations and visual effects. Doombringer wears a red coat and black pants and has chains all around his body. He of course wears his iconic bucket hat with red horns on top and has a glaring red eye. He wields a massive red warhammer with spikes all around it and carries it on his shoulder. Doombringer has 3 different abilities, the first being a smash attack, releasing a red shockwave out of the ground. The second ability is similar to Guest Shards, where Doombringer slams into survivors, knocking them back. The third and most unique ability lets Doombringer create a type of cage out of the ground, which could possibly trap survivors similar to John Doe. He also has a custom intro and outro, both looking absolutely amazing. If you couldn't guess already, these animations are created by Boris Rio, along with a bunch of other creators and animators who help. So go subscribe and please check out all these awesome people. They are incredibly talented and definitely deserve more recognition. I just experienced probably the worst hacker in Forsaken, and this guy was hilarious. Now, when the game first started, I was playing Elliot, and when this guy was chasing me and evidently killed me, I thought for a second that his hitboxes were a little bit big, but I just thought I was coping and moved on. That's when I was spectating and...
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, his hitbox was basically double its normal size, making it absurdly unfair, especially since John Doe is the highest damaging M1 in the game. Although by some strange luck, when it got to last man standing, this one-shot Letsky was able to survive against a hacker. I mean, genuinely, how do you lose with hacks? Oh, and a big thanks to this guy, Rupert Gaming, who notified me of the hacker, which I probably wouldn't have noticed without him. Oh, and while I was recording some footage for this video, this one guy joined my server and said he really liked my videos, so if you hate hackers and possibly want to be in a video, then go subscribe. Here are some tips on how to become the best 1x player in Forsaken. First off is to always be aware of your surroundings with survivors, specifically 2 times, since anytime you use mass infection, you will get backstabbed. Now, anytime you see one, make sure to turn their direction so they only get a front stab, and with mass infection, you will deal some amazing damage, then you pretty easily kill them. A pretty simple one is with Rejuvenate the Rotten. Now, you probably already used this move at Last Man Standing to get all your minions, but if you're having a tough time with chasing survivors and have killed 4 or 5 players, using it now to get minions can be a smart choice, since you get extra speed and the minions can kill survivors. Another tip is with Unstable Eye, specifically using it at looping spots instead of in a chase, since you can easily let the survivors get away and you can fall behind losing the chase. Now, if any of these tips helped you, then please go like and subscribe. Guys, the Forsaken update is happening, like right now. And no, I'm not lying. The Forsaken devs recently just responded to a tweet with this image, probably meaning that the update is very soon. Not only that though, because they've been posting a suspicious amount of leaks, with one of them being Guest 666's ability. Now, I'm not saying the update's coming out this month, but I'm not saying it's not, so I'm pretty hyped, and if you are too, then please go subscribe. What's the hardest achievement in Forsaken? Now, some achievements that take a long time to obtain are Cold-Hearted and Survivalist, where you must win 500 rounds as Killer for Cold-Hearted and win 1,000 times as a Survivor for Survivalist. And although these two aren't quite the hardest to obtain, if you have either of these, then please touch some grass. Two other hard-to-obtain achievements are Mother's Calling and It's Just a Rumor, since they are only obtainable for one day, Friday the 13th for Mother's Calling, and March 18th for It's Just a Rumor. These are of course references to Slasher's inspiration, Jason Voorhees from the movie Friday the 13th, and the date March 18th being the same day John Doe was meant to take over Roblox in 2017. Although none of these compare to the achievement Everything's Spinning, where you need 4 or more status effects applied at you at once. And this seems kind of impossible to get in-game. But one strategy I thought up was using gas, getting hit by Cool Kid's minions, drinking a Bloxy Cola, and then using your block ability. This will give you slowness and burning from the minions, speed 2 from the cola, and resistance 5 from the block. Doing this will give you the hardest achievement in Forsaken. Guys, the Forsaken update might actually be here. I'm not even kidding. You see, just recently, the official Forsaken channel posted this video with Chance walking up to a reworked version of the Yorick's Resting Place house. He then collects what looks like a Deuce-a-car-shaped jack-o'-lantern and gets 3 event currency, which means we'll be getting some awesome limited Halloween skins. Some might even be for Guest 666. And speaking of Guest 666, when Chance moves his camera, you can very easily see his horns behind the window, along with a lineup of Deuce-a-car skins, and one new one, which might be for the Halloween event, but I'm not quite sure. Either way, if you're excited for this event just like me, then please, go subscribe. This is the Lancer skin in Forsaken, one of the most unique yet untalked about skins in the game. This skin has retro-type animations and custom sound effects for all the moves. This skin is a collab with the game Post-Mortem, specifically the character named Lancer. This skin also has custom voice lines. Take a listen.
Embrace the dead, son. All that struggle just to end up as a Roma. Halt!
He also has custom minions when he uses Rejuvenate the Rotten. Now, the reason I'm talking about this skin is the fact that I see almost no one using this skin, even for how high quality it is. Now, one reason may be because it was added in the Noli update, where a ton of good skins were added, and I guess Lancer just kind of slipped through everyone's mind. But if you like this skin, then go subscribe. I was wrong about the hardest achievement in Forsaken, and over 2,000 people corrected me. You see, a couple days ago, I made a video talking about the hardest achievement in Forsaken, which I said was the Everything Spinning achievement. Now this is really easy to get, so why did I say this was the hardest to obtain if I knew about it? Well, there are a lot of reasons and excuses I could make, but I'll be honest, I think I just wanted to finish this video, and when I saw 4 status effects at once, I just figured it was hard, before realizing it's also one of the first achievements I ever got. So I was just being dumb and forgetting about it. So to all of you watching, I'm sorry. I'll make sure to fact check myself and not to accidentally spread misinformation. Oh, and don't forget to go subscribe. Guys, the Forsaken dev just leaked like the entire update. I'm not even kidding. I'm being serious. You see, just on Twitter recently, the official Forsaken News posted an entire thread about this update, and holy cows, there are a lot to unpack. First off, this update has been confirmed for October 31st, aka Halloween, and is starting at 8 PM. Next, Veronica and Guest 666 will have their milestone skins in this update, along with a custom chase theme for 3 and 4. Yeah, sorry Cool Kid, no chase theme for your milestones yet. Probably my favorite part about this whole update is the fact that both of Zoeter's Minecraft Story Mode concepts will be added to the game. That means we'll be getting the Admin Noli skin and the new refreshed animations for the White Pumpkin. So huge congrats to you, dude, you totally deserve it. There's also a lot of lore in this thread, notably between Guest 1337 and Slasher, along with the fact that Flowers is still in the Forsaken Killer roster and could still be added to the game. Now there is a ton more info and lore I can't talk about right now in this video, so go subscribe and be ready for October 31st. So Forsaken has recently just had some drama. Yes, I know, it sounds impossible. And it's about the Admin Noli skin.
Huh?
You see, after the admin Noli skin was confirmed to be in the next update, a Twitter user named, I'm just gonna call you Jay. Anyway, Jay recently posted on Twitter his thoughts on the admin Noli skin, saying that the execution was bad, and that it's just the character with very little visual changes. And I'm really confused by this because so many other skins are exactly like this. I mean, take the White Pumpkin skin, for example. It's literally just the White Pumpkin with no changes, and that's okay, because not every skin has to be super custom. But I just think it's weird that Jay's singling out the admin skin in particular, especially since literally everything from the walking, running, moves, and ambience are all custom. But don't take this video too seriously. It's his opinion and I respect it, even for how out there it might be. Anyway, go like, subscribe, and get excited for the upcoming Forsaken update happening on the 31st. Here's a complete breakdown on Forsaken's Strangers of the Past trailer. First off, in the trailer, we see a map that looks a bit like Cool Carnival, meaning this could be a rework or variant of the original. A statue of the Headless Horseman is also shown, and it's probably the centerpiece for a new map coming in this update. There's also a scene where we see the top of Guest 666's head, along with something behind him that kind of looked like teeth, although it could just be something completely different. Oh, and when Guest 666 finally catches Veronica in the video, he brutally rips off her TV head, which could lead to a possible custom kill animation in-game. After that, the video ends with Forsaken's logo and creepy music in the background. Now, if you're excited for this update and the event just like me, then please go subscribe. Guys, here's the rest of the news on Forsaken's upcoming Strangers of the Past update. First off, the Killer King is still in the killer roster, which means he can still get added to the game, along with Zombie King, so there are still a ton of killers waiting to be added to the game. And speaking of killers, all the maps on Forsaken will be changed to fit Guest 666's new leap ability, so this might be one of the biggest updates in Forsaken history. Guest 666 and Noob will also have a custom LMS with each other, although you probably already expected that. And although I did mention it in my last video, the White Pumpkin skin will be getting Zoeter's custom animations as said by Forsaken News. One of the best features though is with the event currency, and that it will be client-sided, which means that people can't just steal it from you, and that everyone can get their share. Now go subscribe and get ready for the update happening on the 31st, or November 1st for my other watchers. Guys, Forsaken just updated, I'm not kidding, and although there are some smaller things, the main part of this update is of course the time is ticking emote. You know, the one based off that like funny rabbit meme? Yeah, that's the whole update, I'm not kidding. So, go subscribe, I guess. I'm not really sure how to end this video. Alright, so by now you've probably seen all those Guest 666 and Veronica videos, and oh my gosh, we are so done for. I mean, let me just show you a taste of this thing's power. First off, this killer has 2,500 HP, almost double that of John Doe, so good luck trying to kill him. His M1 hitboxes are big to say the least, and deal around 20 damage, which is a bit average compared to other killers, but still good. Now his first actual ability is Demonic Pursuit, where you charge up a bit before leaping forward, and if you come into contact with someone, you'll begin slashing into them, dealing around 30 damage and throwing them away. His next move is Infernal Cry, where Guest 666 screams and anyone hit by this hitbox will be blinded and will be forced to look at you. Now this move deals no damage unless you activate your main ability, Blood Hunt. You let out a demonic scream and the map turns red, and during this mode, timer is paused for more than 20 seconds and you become completely stun immune. Now please note that everything here is subject to change in the full release of this character, but even then I am not stunning this thing, and if you agree, then go subscribe. So by now you've probably seen that the Jesse Guest skin will not be coming to the game alongside the admin. But why is this? Now I've had a ton of comments asking me why this skin isn't coming to the game, and I think I have an answer for you. Now first I want to say that it is not because of copyright. Although Microsoft still owns the Minecraft story mode rights, most of the characters and places aren't for use. I mean, look at the White Pumpkin skin. It's been in the game for months now and hasn't had any problems. Now I'm not totally sure why they didn't want to add it to the game. Maybe they didn't want 3 Minecraft story mode skins and thought only 2 were okay. But I mean, come on, the parry animation and sound effects are just so awesome between him and the admin. Although we shouldn't be too greedy, the fact that they even added the admin skin is just so awesome. So if you're excited for it, then go subscribe. Guys, I think I just figured out how to counter Guest 666 and Forsaken before he's even out. Alright, so here's my idea, and I personally think this is pretty revolutionary to most of you Forsaken players, teamwork. Yes, I know that seems really simple, but just like most other killers, a well-coordinated team can really give the killer a tough time. I mean, Corsoblox recently did a video with Guest 666 where he went up against a bunch of YouTubers and got kind of destroyed. Although he did go up against players with over 38 days, so just teamwork won't save you from this thing. Although one survivor that will be really good for Guest 666 is 2 times watching. since one of the cons of Guest 666 is the fact that he is huge, and you can pretty easily backstab him while he's distracted with another survivor. Now, when he fully releases for us normal players, stupid YouTuber privilege, I'll make a full short on how to counter him, so go subscribe and get ready for the update. Guest 666 is finally here, and he is broken. Now, I've already made a short talking about his moves, so I'll just give a more in-depth look into Guest 666's abilities and its uses. First off, Guest is meant to be a snowball killer, which means he gets stronger and faster as the round goes on. And this is just wrong. This guy is most definitely a rundown killer, because he's stupidly fast, can literally leap towards you, and can get stunned when Blood Hunt is activated. Which, speaking of Blood Hunt, this move is even better than I thought. Now, not getting stunned is already a really good ability. I mean, it's just raging pace, but you're way faster. But the fact that you increase the timer by like 22 seconds is just way too good. I mean, I was playing this update as 2-time and getting chased by a Guest 666, and there were only 2 seconds left. And as I was about to take a breath of relief, Blood Hunt activated. Overall, this killer is really good, so go subscribe because I'll be making a ton of videos on how to use, counter, and maybe even beat Guest 666. Here's how to complete the new Masquerade event in Forsaken. First off, the currency in this event are Sukars. These can spawn around the map in different shapes and sizes, and when collected give you 1 to 3 Sukars. Now these do despawn after a little bit, so make sure you get them if you see any. Also, this currency is client-sided, so people can't just steal them from you if you see any. Oh, and you can also get them as killer when you kill a survivor. Now, the actual event shop is right behind me in this basement, and after entering into it and passing by all the nice decor, you meet the shop owner named Nosferatu. Now, you can spend your Sukars for skins at the shop, and every time you buy a certain amount of survivor skins, you can also purchase one for killers, like the Headless Slasher skin, for example. You can also bribe Nosferatu with money, which will give you Sukars in exchange, although it's not really worth it in my opinion. Now, if you want to get Sukars the fastest, I'd say to use either Elliot or Veronica, because they're both really good at moving around the map and collecting Sukars. Now go subscribe and go check out the event. Veronica might be the new best survivor in Forsaken, and I'm not even kidding. Okay, saying she's the best survivor might be pushing it a little, but I personally think with enough time, she could be extremely good. First off, Veronica is a survivalist type survivor. Yes, I know it sounds stupid, but her whole kit revolves around her skateboard. To use the skateboard, you must spray some graffiti on a wall. This will give you an area you can start skating in, and after that you can kickflip and rebound off walls to gain distance and stamina. Now this graffiti can be destroyed by killers in one shot, so make sure to hide them well. Now if you can position all 3 of your spray paints in the right areas, you can pretty easily loop killers. She can also self-heal herself with her battery ability, letting her regen 50 HP with a full battery. Oh, and she also has her broadcast ability, but let's not get into that right now. Overall, I think Veronica is really good, and as balance changes come, she'll definitely fit into Forsaken, and if you agree with me, then go subscribe. This is the Antenna Cool Kid skin in Forsaken. Yeah, the guy from Deltarune in Forsaken, and it is awesome. This skin turns Cool Kid into Mr. Antenna, wearing a red suit and yellow tie, having black pants and a TV for a head. No, not you, sorry Veronica. He has a custom intro and outro, which are references to the game, and overall look really nice. And he also has a custom punch animation where he instead kicks you with his legs. He also has a custom corrupt nature model, this being a white star with effects trailing behind it, and a custom animation for walk speed override where he tries to drop kick you. And anytime he uses pizza delivery, he does the TV time dance and summons 2 custom pizza minions, which are based off some certain Deltarune character, but I'm not sure which one. He even has a remix of the It's TV Time song as his chase theme. And I'm sorry to disappoint, but this skin is sadly dev exclusive, so you can currently not use this in-game. And although I'm not even the biggest fan of Deltarune, this skin is really awesome. And with a few tweaks, I could totally see this getting added in the future. Now go subscribe and check out these 2 awesome people who are able to get footage of this skin. This is the Photoshop Guest 666 skin in Forsaken, and oh my gosh, this is so good. This skin turns Guest into a mega Photoshop flower from the game Undertale, giving him a robotic and plant-like design, having a mess of wires on his back, vines for his arms, and a TV screen for a head. He also has a ton of custom Undertale sound effects for all of his moves. One of my favorite Easter eggs about this is the fact that Guest's tail is replaced by Flowey the Flower, who's just kinda there for the ride. Oh, and this skin also has an amazing chase theme. Listen to this. Dude, I was literally ascending out of my chair when I first heard this theme. How does Forsaken always cook with their music? Anyway, if you're a fan of this skin too, then definitely go subscribe. This is the admin Noli skin in Forsaken. Yes, you heard me right. It is now officially in Forsaken, and it is even better than I thought. Now, this skin has kind of become a meme on my channel since I've made like 5 videos on it, one of them getting almost 2 million views, which, listen, I'm not saying I helped get this skin added to the game, but you never know. Anyway, you've probably seen this skin everywhere on YouTube, but I'll still show you its animations and moves. Here's what the walking and running animations look like. Here's his M1 animation, and his Nova Star move and explosion. But probably my favorite part of this is his Void Rush animation. I mean, this just looks so powerful, and he's kind of hitting the Superman pose. He also has his Observant animation, which looks amazing like the others. Oh, and he also has a unique feature where Last Man Standing starts, where his body turns completely corrupted in a red puff of smoke, which is a cool detail referencing the admin's earlier design when Zooturz was making it. Oh, and they also gave him a banger of a chase theme. There are also a ton of awesome voice lines and sound effects that are just perfect for this skin. But honestly, I'm just so glad this is finally in the game, and if you are too, then go subscribe. And once again, thank you Zooturz for giving us this beautiful work of art. This might be one of the new best Cool Kid skins in Forsaken we've gotten in a while, and it is awesome. This is the Gourd Cool Kid skin in Forsaken. This skin turns Cool Kid into, well, a gourd, wearing a sleek orange and beige outfit and having a pumpkin for a head, as well as a pair of cute little boots and gloves. He also has an amazing custom intro, which is super unique. He also has a custom animation for pizza delivery, where a cord phone falls into his hands and he makes a call. These summon his minions, which are also custom. And he also has a bunch of super cool sound effects for Punch, Walk Speed Override, and Corrupt Nature. Oh, and this skin also removes Cool Kid's voice lines. This skin and its intro are a direct reference to the song The Boys Are Back in Town. Even the minions have this window open in front of them saying The Boys Are Back. You can get this skin for yourself from Forsaken's Masquerade event, and wait a second, what else does it say on that computer screen? Oh, it says to subscribe! Now that sounds like a good idea. Okay, can we talk about how absolutely insane Get 666's milestones are? I mean, just look at this. Starting us off is Milestone 1, and this one's pretty tame. It gives him a changed face with bandages over his body and red effects, and it's pretty nice for the first milestone. Then we get to Milestone 2. This gives him an almost demented looking face with more red effects and 2 small looking wings on his back. This definitely improves on the first design and also looks pretty good. Until we get to this thing. This is Milestone 3 and goes from 1 to 100 real quick. This gives him fully fledged animated wings, a spikier and larger tail, an extremely creepy red face, and a dragon skull on his head. I mean, this is just such an insanely cool skin. Finally is Milestone 4. This turns Guest 666 into a volcanic dragon with bigger wings, more effects, and his entire head being a dragon skull. This is one of the best Milestone skins and skins in general in Forsaken. Oh, and a huge shout out to this guy, Silly Stiv K, who grinded all the way to Milestone 4 before I did, and all the footage used in this video is all from him. So go subscribe and definitely go check him out. Ranking every Halloween killer skin in Forsaken. Starting us off is the Horseman Slasher skin, and this skin is honestly really cool. There's a ton of awesome Halloween sounds for his intro and his moves, and a custom animation for Gashing Wound. His design is also really good, so I'll give him an 8 out of 10. Next is the Shape Slasher skin, which basically just turns him into Michael Myers. His machete is replaced by a knife, and the design is pretty good, but I don't like it quite as much as the Horseman, so 7.5 out of 10. Next is the Gourd Cool Kid skin. Now, I've already made a whole video on this skin, but it's still really good. Custom intro and animation for pizza delivery are really great, and the reference is cool, so 8.5 out of 10. Next is the Sinister Noli skin, and I really like this one. The pumpkin and skeleton design is absolutely amazing, and all the retro sound effects are perfect. This is an easy 9 out of 10. I love this skin. Second to last is the Pin Cushion 1X skin, and this one is kind of mid compared to the others. The design is still really good. I just kind of wish it had some spookier plush sound effects, so 7 out of 10. Finally is the Screamer John Doe skin, and this skin is very creepy. He has a custom walking animation and a custom intro, as well as a very disturbing design for Forsaken. This is a really great John Doe skin, so I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Overall, I think this is an amazing event for Forsaken, and I'm excited to see what they'll do in the future. And if you are too, then please go subscribe. What is the real final sweatiest skin in Forsaken. First off, our milestone for Veronica and Guest 666, and if you have either of these already, then please go touch some grass. Although aside from taking a long time, these aren't super sweaty, unlike the Earth Day skins, which were only obtainable for a short time between April and May, although these aren't the sweatiest. Some other pretty sweaty skins are really any from the Masquerade event, although you can get them currently, the event will end, making them unobtainable forever. So then what truly is the sweatiest skin? Well, it might surprise you to know that it's actually from the most recent update, and been in this video twice. The sweatiest skin in Forsaken is the Buff Shedletsky skin! I mean, just look at this guy. With how buff he is, he has to be sweaty. Right, guys? Guys, please don't burn me at the stake. No way, man. Is that the new Martyr 1X skin from the Battle Bricks collab? Oh, you bet, man. This skin is a custom intro, a custom outro, custom animation for the walking, the running, the idle, a custom kill animation. I mean, this skin is just awesome. It's probably the best 1X skin in Forsaken right now. Wow, man, that's really great, but I gotta ask, how do you get the skin? I know you have to complete something in Battle Bricks, so what is it? Do you have to, like, beat the first boss, maybe even complete the first chapter? Beat the game. But beat the game. Yep, the first 4 chapters of the entire game. Takes around 50 hours or so. For just one skin. Not even like an emo or like, I don't know, something else. Yeah, I mean, it isn't that hard to do. Dude, you don't understand. Forsaken literally has me chained to their game ever since I became a content creator. There is no escape. First off, dude, that's kinda corny. But even then, I think the skin is definitely worth getting. It gives you the opportunity to try out a new game that you might really enjoy. So go subscribe and go grind for this skin. This is the White Pumpkin skin in Forsaken, and it just got brand new animations for the entire skin. First off are the walking and running cycles, which now have a lot more motion and swagger to them, which totally fit the White Pumpkin's character. Next are the actual moves, starting with the basic slash and new kill animation, which just looks so good, the new behead animation, which is now a lot smoother, and the gashing wound animation, where she pounces on you with an underpearl and just obliterates you with her diamond axe. She also has a brand new intro, which looks a lot better than the old one, and a new custom outro.
For all this time, I'm free!
These animations were of course made by Zoeter, so huge congrats to you, dude, for having these get added. Now go subscribe and check out this skin. Today is my birthday, but before we celebrate, I have something to say. Thank you. Really, I mean it. This YouTube channel that I have has just been incredible. I mean, I've been posting shorts every single day for months now, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. Every time I see a kind or nice comment thanking me for tips or anything really, it just brings a smile to my face. It's also been awesome being in the Forsaken and Roblox community, and talking with awesome people like Tyrax and Zoeters. I've even gotten monetized and become a YouTube partner. I mean, this channel has really just changed my life. So now that I'm a year older, I hope I can keep up posting on this channel. And the only wish I have for my birthday is for all you watching to subscribe. So by now, you probably already know that the Jessie Guest skin is not coming to Forsaken. But when I made my video talking about this, some of you weren't really satisfied with my answer. So here's a more detailed response. Now, in my last video, I didn't really give a reason why the devs weren't adding the skin. Mostly because I made my video before there was much talk about it. But I now have a real, legit answer for you, and it all revolves around the Jessie model itself. You see, the Jessie skin uses a custom Minecraft model for its rig, which means it's a bit taller and lankier than a normal avatar. And this causes a few problems, mostly with animations. You see, the models for the survivors are all the same, which means kill animations always work, even if it's a skin for that character. Now, this doesn't affect skins like the Admin or White Pumpkin, since they're killers and they don't have any specific animations for stuns from survivors. But for someone like the Jessie skin, they would need to hand animate every single kill animation, just for one skin. Oh, and big shout out to Sonic Speedfan 112, a subscriber who told me about some of this info, and is also working on their own Pama 1X skin concept. So thank you to Sonic for being subscribed, and if you want to be in a video, then go subscribe. Guys, here's all the changes in Forsaken's most recent update. First off, the Toon 1X skin has gotten a ton of new awesome voice lines made by Fever852. So here's what just a few of them sound like.
Don't go anywhere! Oh, I'm not done with you! Freeze! Hold still!
There's also a ton for Mass Infection, his idol, and even his intro, but let's save that for another video. Now, the main part of this update revolves around map changes, like Beach House Paradise and Cake Factory, which now have much better layouts, Horror Hotel, which now has killer-only doors across the map, Classic Battlegrounds now has a killer-only teleporter, and a bunch of visual changes for work at a pizza place and glass houses, specifically the lighting, which looks a lot better than before. Veronica has also gotten nerfed, so she can no longer place her graffiti in weird spots and unfairly bounce off certain objects with her skateboard. Oh, and they've also fixed skins like the Alfred Dravis Slasher skin, and have now given the Killer Kyle skin his own custom retro sound effects. There have also been some bug fixes with Blood Hunt, and one where he could get stuck in place while helping someone with hemorrhage. But of course, the thing you've all been waiting for is the fact that the Admin Noli skin is finally fixed, and his mouth now moves in his intro and outro. Overall, I think this mini update is really cool, and if you think so too, then go subscribe. This is the Toon 1X skin in Forsaken, and it just got brand new voice lines, and they are so goofy, bro. Now, I'm not going to showcase every single one, but here are just some of my favorites.
Here it comes! Watch out! You're an eyesore! You insolent!
Witness the melody of your destruction.
You must die by my hand! No, seriously, where is everyone? I feel like I've been searching for more than a minute now. Come out, where am I? I forget how much that hurt. Don't go anywhere! Oh, I'm not done with you! Freeze! Hold still! Hey, look what I can do! Pretty cool, huh? Assemble! Rise from your graves! I always hate this part. Ow!
These voice lines are made by Fever852 and fit Toon 1X perfectly, so go subscribe and go check them out. This is the Pyro Cool Kid skin Forsaken, a concept skin based off the Pyro from Team Fortress 2, and this is just so awesome. This skin has a red and black color scheme with overalls and boots and a gas mask. He also holds a flamethrower that he uses for his main attack. Oh, he also has a custom kill animation where he just scorches you to death with his flamethrower. He also pulls out a gun for Corrupt Nature, which is a really unique take on it. Oh, and for Walk Speed Override, he pulls out a hatchet from his back and just charges forward in a burst of flame. And he has 3 different animations for whether he hits you, misses the attack, or just rams into a wall. This skin also has a ton of references to Team Fortress 2. For example, his pizza delivery animation where he sticks up a lollipop and summons 2 minions that look like the soldier from TF2, with little angel wings on the back. These reference the Meet the Pyro video, where the Pyro sees everyone as little babies through his mask. He also has an amazing looking intro, and possibly the coolest looking outro I think I've ever seen, which is also a reference to the Meet the Pyro video. This concept was made by Stars Filler Content, and is one of the coolest concepts I've ever seen in Forsaken, so go subscribe and definitely go check out its other stuff. Did you know in Forsaken that the Admin Noli skin was actually supposed to have a different chase theme than what we got? You see, about 5 days before the Guest 666 update on the 31st, Zoters had no confirmation of the admin getting his own chase theme, so Tyrax, the composer of the admin's Last Man Standing theme, decided to work on his own chase theme in case they couldn't get one for him. But it turned out a couple days later that they had gotten a composer on it, and Tyrax's theme was sadly scrapped. Now, Tyrax was never able to finish his custom chase theme since it was scrapped, and was only able to do the first 3 layers, but take a listen. Now, the chase theme the admin has now sounds pretty good, and definitely matches Noli's, but I feel like Tyrax's version just has a more calming yet chaotic take on it. And although the main chase wasn't finished, the layers sound really good and definitely fit the admin's character better. But that's just my opinion, so go subscribe and go tell me yours in the comments. This is Azure, who has recently gotten some fan-made animations and fan-made moves that honestly fit his character really well. Now, his base animations look really good, like his idol, his walking, his running, and especially his M1s. I mean, these tentacles move so smoothly as he attacks. And just like the other killers in Forsaken, he covers his eyes when he's stunned, which is an amazing attention to detail. Now are his moves, starting off with To Blossom, where Azure jumps into the air and sticks one of his tentacles into the ground. And if this hits a survivor, he will stab them with his tentacle before slamming them hard into the ground. Next is To Bloom, where Azure summons a purple plant out of the ground, and if you get too close to said plant, you can get snared by it, with it stopping you in place before throwing you away. He also has a custom kill animation for survivors, and a custom kill animation for 2-time, where he brings him close to his face before sending him flying with a punch. These animations and concepts were all created by the GOAT himself, Boris, and everything from the tentacles to the sound effects are just flawless. So go subscribe and please go check out Boris' channel and his original video on this awesome concept. There is a brand new asymmetrical horror game coming to Roblox, and it's being developed by the creator of the Admin Noli skin. This is Blockbound, a game of course being made by Zoeters and so many other awesome people, including me! Well, no, not really. I won't be making any animations or models for the game since I don't know how to do that stuff, but I will be a tester for the game as well as making shorts about it, so let me show you some things. Now this game is very much in beta, so things are definitely subject to change, but as of now, the starter survivor will be Jesse, who will be able to use a sword to stun the killer and a shield to block attacks and maybe even protect teammates. And for the starter killer, it will be Herobrine, who will be a stealth-type killer who could create fog around the map to limit your vision. There's also been some concept art for characters, the UI, the maps, and just so much more awesome stuff in the game. So go subscribe and make sure to follow Blockbound's official Twitter to get even more updates and teases for the game. So I decided to look myself up on Google, and, Emperor Redpanda TikTok? I don't post my shorts on TikTok. Yup, that's right. Someone is taking my shorts and reposting them on TikTok pretending to be me. And there's actually 2 of these accounts, one of them with over 16,000 followers. This is so stupid. Now, my official account on TikTok is simply called Emperor_Redpanda, and I only have 2 videos posted on here as a test, because I don't like posting on TikTok. But because of this incident, I am now also going to be posting my shorts from YouTube to TikTok, so please go over and go follow me on Emperor_Redpanda. But not only is he reposting my shorts, he's also posting other YouTuber shorts on his channel. I mean, just look at this.
This is Veronica's story told through her milestone skins. She was made to assist.
I mean, this is literally just Folk Wars video, no extra commentary or editing, just plain old stealing. And I know this is one of the things that comes with being a YouTuber, but I'm just not a fan of it. So please go to these people's accounts, click report, then click impersonating someone, click celebrity, and then type in Emperor_Redpanda. But anywho, go subscribe and just stay safe. This is the Withered Guest 666 skin Forsaken, a concept skin based off the Wither Storm, and this is just so good. This skin has a very bulky appearance, similar to the Photoshop Guest 666 skin, having a mostly black body with tentacles, 3 heads, and a rib cage with a command block in the middle. It has custom animations for walking, running, and its M1, as well as a custom kill animation where you get knocked to the ground before getting sucked up into the tractor beam and being split in half. For Infernal Cry, he lets out a purple explosion from his mouth, and if you hit Demonic Pursuit, you carve into the survivor, finishing him off with a Wither Skull. I mean, this move is just so awesome and so extra. He of course has an awesome custom intro and outro. Now, I think this concept is really cool, but I'm just not sure if it could really work in Forsaken. You see, this skin just seems too bulky, I mean, even more so than the Photoshop skin, and would probably get called pay to lose by most of the fanbase. But this concept created by Mr. Purple is still amazing, with unique details and awesome references. So go subscribe, and please go check out his other awesome work. This is the Doombringer in Forsaken, the newest killer added in the most... You know what, I'm just gonna stop right here. This isn't Forsaken. This is Forsaken Sandbox, a fan-made game of Forsaken. Now, just aside from Doombringer, this game also has a custom survivor named Divey, as well as exclusive skins like the classic Guest 66 skin, and even Champion... Anyway, this game also has a ton of awesome custom emotes like the Macarena, and even a better version of the command panel that lets you spawn dummies to test things. Oh, and this game also adds the Jesse guest skin, as well as starting you off with tons of player points. They also give 5 times XP on the weekend, so this is honestly a great alternative to playing Forsaken. Oh, and I'm sorry if my voice sounds weird, I'm feeling kinda sick right now, but I'm pushing through just for you guys, so go subscribe. And go check out Forsaken Sandbox, it's really cool. This is the Frisk Davy skin in Forsaken Sandbox, a skin added in their most recent update. This skin takes the appearance of Frisk from the game Undertale with a blue and purple sweater and black boots. This skin has a custom model for Davy's lanterns, looking like the save points from Undertale. Here's what they look like at level 1, level 2, and level 3. They also have a custom look when you use Zap. This skin also has a custom Last Man Standing theme against the Photoshop Guest 666 skin, and it is awesome. Take a listen. This is honestly a great remix of Finale from Undertale, and definitely fits both these skins. So go subscribe and go check out this game, the link is in the pinned comments. You've probably already seen that the YouTuber Sharky Leo has sadly quit Forsaken, and although he's given his response about it, this begs the question, why are so many people leaving Forsaken? Now, aside from Sharky, the YouTuber Sarazek has also left the community, and even made a video talking about it, but even the normal fanbase has been leaving the game because of many reasons. First off are the lack of updates. Although the Guest 666 update was fun, a lot of people felt that it was just overhyped with just not enough content in it. Another reason is controversy, and Forsaken definitely has a lot of them, but I will talk about them in this video right now. Forsaken just has so many problems that the devs just seem to ignore. But right now you might be thinking to yourself, will I ever quit Forsaken? Absolutely not. I love playing Forsaken and meeting with people in game and just having fun with friends. The gameplay is amazing and the music is just so good. Although I definitely understand people who want to take a step back from the game. Overall, I just hope Forsaken gets better, and if you agree with me, then go subscribe. I've recently hit over 50,000 subscribers, and to celebrate, I asked you all for your best questions, so let's see if I can give some answers. What program do you use to edit your videos? I use Microsoft Clipchamp for the bulk of my editing, and then Canva for the smaller details and captions. Why did you start YouTube? I started YouTube as just a hobby and for fun, but now it's really exploded in popularity, and I think that's pretty cool. Will you be making any other content rather than just Forsaken? Definitely, I'll be making videos about Blockbound when it goes further into development, and I really want to try games like Die of Death and other asymmetrical horror games on Roblox. Are you going to do live streams? Yes, now that I have a bigger fan base, I'll probably start doing live streams, although I'm not quite sure when I'll start right now. Do you actually like playing Forsaken, or do you just do it for only the content? Yes, I actually do like playing Forsaken. It has a fun gameplay loop, the music is amazing, and it's just fun all around. How did you stumble upon Forsaken? Well, I was scrolling on YouTube when I saw videos talking about the White Pumpkin's voice lines. I thought this was kind of weird since Minecraft Story Mode is pretty old, but that's when I saw that Forsaken had a White Pumpkin skin and I knew I needed to get it. And well, here I am. In your opinion, what is the best designed skin? I'll be honest, it's the Admin Noli skin, which most of you probably expected, but I also think that the Umbra Noli, Milestone 4 Slasher, and Mafioso Kukid skins are also great. What are your thoughts on the fandom? No comments. Alright, that was a lot of questions. Now go like and subscribe, and tell me if you want more Q&A type videos. Oh, and just thank you all so much for 50,000 subscribers. Here are some more sneak peeks and footage of Blockbound, and maybe even the chase theme for Herobrine. Now, Herobrine is going to be the starter killer for Blockbound, and will be a stealth-type killer. He has choppy animations and hovers in his idle, walking, and running animations. Herobrine also has a passive ability called From the Fog, which covers the map in a white mist and hinders the view distance for survivors. He also has most of his abilities and moves done, but I won't show them right now. But now, what most of you are probably waiting for is Herobrine's chase theme, and well, just take a listen. Oh my gosh, dude. This chase theme sounds absolutely insane. It has so many different parts and actually sounds like you're being chased. Oh, and shout out to Zoters who gave me these awesome Herobrine animations to show, and shout out to Haruven who made this absolute banger of a chase theme. Now go subscribe, because I'll be making even more videos on Blockbound. This is the Grunkle Stan Guest 1-7 skin in Forsaken, a fan-made concept created by Happy Bucket, who has also made some other pretty cool things. Now, the Grunkle Stan skin is custom voice ons for his charge, and wears brass knuckles on his hands when he uses punch. Now, aside from this concept, Happy Bucket has also worked on a Bill Cypher Noli skin, and its design is based around Bill's at the end of Season 2. He's also made a model and a render for Stanford Chance skin. The Cypher skin also has some custom animations for his M1, his idol, and even his stun, which for an animator just starting out look really great. He's also made a concept for a Dipper 007 at 7 skin that would open the 3rd journal and use that as his cool GUI, which is honestly a really unique take on it. Now these skins, concepts, and animations were again created by Happy Bucket, so go subscribe and make sure you go check out his channel and his full video on his Grunkle Stand concept. Ranking every default killer theme from worst to best in Forsaken. In last place is Slasher, and his theme actually got updated in the Guest 666 update, and just look how they massacred my boy. I mean, I know a lot of people didn't like his old one, but this new one is just terrible. It doesn't feel like you're being chased and just sounds so repetitive. In 5th place is Noli's theme, and be honest, you knew this was going to be here. It's loud, annoying, and just not great to listen to, but it is better than Slasher's theme, and does feel like you're being chased by some crazed lunatic, although it's still just pretty bad. Next up is Guest 666, the newest killer added to the game, and I honestly feel pretty bad putting him at 4th because his theme is actually really good. It's very scary and sounds amazing, but it just isn't as good as the next 3 chases coming up. Which brings us to Cool Kid's theme, probably the most iconic chase theme in Forsaken, and it's just awesome. The spooky scary skeletons riff is great, but it feels more like a song and less like I'm being chased, but it's still amazing. In 2nd place is Viral Infection, and this theme is just amazing. The beat is great, the sound effects are amazing, and it just fits John Doe's character so perfectly. And although this theme is in 2nd place, I could definitely see myself switching with 1st, just with how good it is. But number 1 is Domino Effect. This theme is just incredible. I mean, aside from it sounding amazing, it really just feels like you're being chased with the sirens and other sound effects. And in my opinion, this is the best default killer chase theme in the game. Now go subscribe and go tell me your ranking in the comments. Forsaken characters I could beat in a fight. Starting us off is Noob, and although I do feel a little bad, I'm definitely taking this fight. The same goes for Elliot. Although he might run a few circles around me, I'm still getting the win. Then we have Guest 1 through 7, and even if he's retired, he's still a war veteran, so there's no way I'm winning against this guy. And the same goes for Shedletsky. I mean, he has a sword and loves fried chicken, so maybe I could try to befriend him. Then we have the newest survivor added to the game, Veronica, and she's literally made out of metal and would probably just run away on her skateboard. And for 007 and 7, he could try to double team me with his clone, but let's be honest, that'll never happen. Next is Dusakar, and this guy is super broken in his lore. I'm not fighting him. Then we have Builderman, who, unless he has prep time, can't really do anything against me. And for 2 time, he has both a knife and 2 lives. So I'm probably getting the same treatment that Azure got. Finally, we have Chance, and I don't even have to do anything, man. He'll just blow himself up. Well, that's all the survivors done. Now who's next? You know what? Maybe I'll just skip the killers this time. Who is the next killer coming to Forsaken? So by the time you're watching this, Forsaken is probably already updated on the 28th, and the chance of a new killer being added in this update is definitely high. So which one will be added next? Hey, this is editor Redpanda here. It was Nosferatu. He was the killer that was added. But anyway, just continue watching the video. I'm sorry. Well, the last killer we got was Guest 666, who although seemed good, was very loopable and just didn't pack enough power for people to really notice him. So which killer can? Well, 2 of the most popular ones are Azure and Doombringer, who have gotten a ton of concept art and animations, with Doombringer even getting added to a version of Forsaken, while being very unbalanced. And the creator, Boris Real, even made entire animations for Azure's whole moveset, including kill animations, so both of them could definitely be next. Another option is, well, Jeff the Killer, who would be pretty similar to Slasher in both his moveset and lore, and honestly getting another melee killer would be nice. There's also King, who is still in the killer roster, but I don't think he'll get added at least in this update since we recently just got a massive killer in the game. There are also some lesser known killers, like Phosphorus and Charlatan. Who on earth is this guy? But the chances of them getting added are slim, so go subscribe and go tell me which killer you want to see added to the game next. This is Nosferatu, the newest killer added to Forsaken, and oh my goodness, is this guy amazing. Nosferatu can be purchased for 3,500 Sukars from the Masquerade event. He looks like a vampire wearing formal clothing with fangs and claws, which he uses in most of his abilities. First off, Nosferatu has a passive called Levitation, where he does not make footsteps as he walks. His base M1 deals 24 damage, and his first real ability is called Bloodhook. You reel back a hook before slinging it in front of you. If this hits a survivor, you and the survivor are thrown into a minigame. And if you are successfully able to reel them in, you knock them away, dealing a total of 35 damage. His second move is called Cataclysm, where you rush forward leaving a trail behind you before teleporting back to your original spot and exploding the areas you went over. This also leaves patches of blood on the ground, and if survivors step over them, they will gain Bleeding 3 for 20 seconds and Slowness 2 for 4 seconds. You can use this move similar to Corrupt Energy and block off areas for survivors. His third ability is Hunter's Feast, where you launch out a swarm of bats, and upon hitting a survivor, it deals 5 damage, applying the Oblivious and Creature's effects, and gives Nosferatu invisibility and undetectable. And in my opinion, this move is kinda bad. His final ability is Ascension, where you turn into a bat and reveal all survivors on the map. This gives you insane movement speed and has a relatively short cooldown. You can also perform a lunge ability while in the air, letting you pounce on survivors. I honestly think Nosferatu is an awesome killer with unique abilities and an amazing design, and if you agree with me, then please go subscribe. This is the Nyan Veronica skin Forsaken, a skin that turns Veronica into the popular meme song Nyan Cat, and it's pretty awesome. This skin wears white sneakers, a rainbow skirt, and a Pop-Tart backpack, which are all references to Nyan Cat. She also has a cat face on her TV screen, and her antennas are even shaped like cat ears. She also has a ton of awesome custom sound effects. For example, anytime she's skating, she makes a meow sound when she bounces. She also has a custom model for her spray paint, having cat ears and a Pop-Tart texture, which also has custom sounds. I absolutely love this skin. Although I was never a huge fan of Nyan Cat, the reference is still super cool and totally fits Veronica's character. I think the skin is great, but go subscribe and go tell me what you think in the comments. Hey there, Forsaken developers, what new killer are you guys adding to the game? Azure, Doombringer, maybe even the Draco Bloxer? Not exactly, it's actually a different killer. Oh really? Is it like a lesser known one, like Slenderman or Zombie King? Nosferatu. Nosferatu. You mean that stupid vampire from the Masquerade event? He's the next killer? Not like Azure or Doombringer or literally any of the other killers that are in the killer roster? Yeah. Seriously, out of all the killers, you decided to make this old, ugly, wrinkly, Nightmare King Grim looking guy the next killer in Forsaken? Well, yeah, but we also made a whole moveset for him. Oh wait, really? I guess that's pretty cool, but how long did it take you guys to make it? I mean, it took you almost 6 months for Noli, so it probably took you at least a few months. It was only like 1 week. 1 week? How unbalanced is this guy? Oh, he's totally unbalanced, but we're still gonna give him to the public. Why am I not surprised? This is Azrael Dreamer, a custom skin in Forsaken created by Stars Filler Content, and this is incredible. This skin is for 1x and turns him into Azrael Dreamer from the game Undertale. He wields 2 white swords covered in rainbow effects, and wears the same attire Azrael did in the pacifist route, with even more effects. He hovers and floats in his idle, walking, and running animations, and I always love when skins do this. Here's what he looks like using his M1, when using Entanglement, and when using Mass Infection, which also is a custom projectile looking like the same one he uses in Undertale. He also has a custom stun animation, and a custom kill animation for survivors, where you bring them up in front of you before brutally throwing them away. This skin also has a custom intro and outro, with voice acting done by Stars himself, which sounds amazing by the way.
It's me, your best friend. Just forget about me.
Next is Unstable Eye, where you pull out a soul in front of you and crush it. Finally is Rejuvenate the Rotten, where you fly into the air, turning into the Hyper Gunner attack from Undertale, and summon minions which take the appearance of Toriel and Asgore. All credit goes to Stars Filler Content, who made this absolutely insane concept. And the only small complaint I'd say is the fact that the effects are a bit much, and could be toned down a little bit. Now go subscribe, and please go check out Stars' original video on this awesome concept. Yes, I'm doing the trend. Guys, there's something I need to say. You see, for the last few months, I've been posting videos every single day. But recently that streak has been broken. Not by 1, not by 2, but by 3 days of no new shorts. And guys, I just need to apologize for this. So, the reason I haven't been posting is because I was sick. Yes, again. I've been sick twice in the span of 1 month. This is so unfair. But yeah, unlike last time, I couldn't push through, and I lost my streak. You win this one, Cam Man. Anyways, I just wanted to say that the daily shorts are coming back. I just need a bit more time to recover. Oh, and by the way, would you guys be interested in me making videos on the Forge? It's honestly a pretty fun game. So go tell me in the comments and please go subscribe. Did you know that 1x can actually help you in Forsaken? You see, when you get hit by entanglement, you get stopped in place, but the pop-ups on your screen aren't what stop you. Getting hit by entanglement actually gives slowness 10 for 3 seconds, which means that if you wait out the time, you can just keep the pop-ups on your screen. But why would you ever want to do this? Well, some of you may know that clicking on the pop-ups actually gives you speed 1 for a couple seconds, and would also normally remove the slowness 10 immediately. This means while in a chase, you can click the final pop-up and give yourself an extra burst of speed. But maybe be careful trying to do this in a real server. Forsaken is finally going to have their Christmas update, and it might be sooner than you think. You see, Forsaken has recently announced that they'll be having a small content update around Christmas time, with some skins, cosmetics, and other things, as well as something called Chris-saken. For the next 12 days, the Forsaken devs will be posting lore about each survivor and killer. For example, Shedletsky and 1x are today's to talk about everything from Shedletsky winning a chicken eating contest to 1x's connection to Shedletsky, which honestly, this is some really interesting stuff. Now, the date for the event is currently December 25th, but is subject to change, so it could come a lot sooner or later, so go subscribe, and let's just hope the update's soon. Shedletsky and 1x have a lot of lore between each other, and the Forsaken developers recently just leaked a ton of it, so here's some of the highlights. First off, 1x hates Shedletsky, seeing him as inferior to him, and Shedletsky fears 1x, knowing that he's staring at a piece of himself, a piece of his hatred. Although, on a lighter note, Shedletsky engaged in a chicken eating contest before being taken by the Spectre, and won it, which is probably another reason he has it as an item. Shedletsky also trusts Builderman and Dusakar the most out of survivors, although he trusts Dusakar more. And even then, he tries to avoid telling people about his knowledge of 1x, because he's afraid of his past and what people could think of him. Now, 1x's name was also echoed throughout Robloxia in his initial rise to power, and in a hypothetical world other than Forsaken, 1x and Shedletsky would battle on the sword fight on the heights, with Shedletsky wielding the Illumina sword, and 1x wielding contorted demon shanks. Now, at the end of the lore, it says that hatred speaks louder through actions rather than words. And this could just be a one-off sentence to end the article, or it could secretly be a connection between 1x and Shedletsky's deeper lore. But that's just a theory. A game theory! Thanks for watching. Oh, and please go subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. This is the Madness John Doe skin Forsaken, a concept skin created by Stars Filler Content that's also based off an animated show. This skin turns John Doe into Hank from the animated show Madness Combat, which I know nothing of, so I'm sorry in advance if I missed any details or references. This skin wears red-tinted goggles, has a bandana around his head, and a very apocalyptic clothes. He also wields a katana and has a weird spiked growth on his arm. He slashes his katana when he uses M1. For corrupt energy, he sticks a spiked arm into the ground, releasing these custom-looking spikes. And for digital footprint, he again sticks his arm into the ground, having custom red electricity for his puddle. He also has a custom kill animation for survivors, where he picks you up, throws you into the air, and yeah, you're not surviving that. This skin also has a custom intro and outro, along with other animations all created by Stars Filler Content, so go subscribe and please go check out Stars' original video on his concept. Forsaken just announced even more lore for their characters, this being for Builderman and Dusakar. So here's a small breakdown on their connections. Now, Builderman and Dusakar were some of the first Robloxians and helped build modern-day Robloxia. Now, Builderman is humble to the end though. Even with all his wealth and power, he still cares for the people around him, similar to Dusakar, although he's a bit of a different case. Now, I also mentioned in a previous video that Dusakar and Shedletsky are both very good friends, with him being with Shedletsky at his lowest. In fact, Dusakar honestly likes most of the survivors, although he does feel a bit uncertain around 2-time, which I don't blame him. Builderman is also really picky when it comes to food, especially with pizza toppings? How is this even lore? Dusakar also doesn't really understand how he can eat, which I mean, I would probably wonder that too if I was a sentient pumpkin. It also says that Dusakar knows more than he lets on, keeping most information to himself to protect others, sort of like Shedletsky's connection to 1X. Anyway, make sure to go subscribe, and if you want to see more reviews of Forsaken, then go tell me in the comments. Forsaken just released even more lore, this time for Guest 137 and Slasher, and it's pretty interesting. Starting off with Guest, we get to see that he is very open-minded and understands when people do things they are not proud of. It also says that Guest's death completely changed the trajectory of the Bacon Hair War, which had already gone on long enough. It also says that Slasher and Guest could have been good friends had they met before the war had turned Slasher into this. Guest 1337's perception of Slasher also changed the first time he saw Slasher's face, which means that he's probably scarred under his mask, and badly, either from the war or from the Necrobloxian that helped corrupt him. And speaking of Slasher, it talks about his breakout of Area 51, which was conducted by someone mysterious called the Operator, although before that someone else mysterious tried to set Slasher free, although this one was not as successful. It also says that the Spectre's influence has nothing to do with the voices that Slasher hears. 2 times watching. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe, and go tell me in the comments what lore you want to see next. So I recently saw a video of someone complaining about the nerfs that Veronica got, and I know this is just a skit and all, but do you guys realize just how much of a menace Veronica was in her prime? When the Guest 666 update first came out on the 31st, no one cared about Guest 666. All eyes were on Veronica, and for good reason. She was quick and easy to use, and most of all, annoying. And when the update first came out, you saw servers full of Veronicas, hitting backflips and just being absurdly unbalanced. And you think the Veronica we have now is nerfed? She's still insanely broken with her skateboard, and I mean, just look at this clip. I mean, genuinely, how as a killer am I supposed to kill this thing? Now, I will say, the nerfs they gave Veronica were still pretty good, and over these last couple of weeks, I haven't seen too much talk about her. But trust me, in the right hands, Veronica is still the best survivor in Forsaken. So the Forsaken developers have recently given out more lore, this being for 007 and 7, Cool Kid, and, Nosferatu, because we definitely needed more lore for this guy. Now in the article, they really just confirm most of the lore of 007 we already knew of, sort of like him using the cool GUI to destroy things and just cause chaos. But it also talked a lot about his past, and how he sometimes considered going back to the lifestyle he had. Although we both know that he just ends up becoming an edgy teenager. Cool Kid's lore is also kind of similar, with it talking about Team Cool Kid and how it lost its spark after Cool Kid himself disappeared. It also says that Cool Kid is terrified about the myth that surrounds John Doe, and also the black gunk that comes from his body. It also says he enjoys the games and rides of the Cool Carnival, having shaped it to his image. It also says he would love to ride on the back of a Draco Bloxer one day, which, come on, brother, who wouldn't want to ride on one of those things? And then we have Nosferatu. We get to see that Nosferatu was actually worked on in late September as a bite-sized killer. And in lore, Nosferatu is actually a lot weaker compared to the other killers, even with his broken abilities in-game. Nosferatu's design is also concepted from the Vampire Bundle, which was an old Roblox bundle from 2010. And yes, I know, this is like my 5th video on Forsaken lore, but I'm hoping you guys are still enjoying. So go subscribe and go tell me what you want to see next in the comments. A thing in Forsaken I see almost no one talking about are the fact that generators are insanely good. Let me show you. Now, first off, I want to say that this isn't really new. You see, during the Guest 666 update, generators were updated to show how much time they took off the clock, which for completing just one out of the 4 puzzles out of the 5 generators takes off 3.5 seconds and 14 seconds for an entire generator finished. Now again, I know this isn't crazy information, and most of you watching probably already knew this, but still, completing every generator on the map takes off a total of 1 minute and 10 seconds. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating a little bit, but it's seriously helpful to complete every generator in a game. This is also one of the reasons on why anytime you're a killer in Forsaken, rounds can feel so much shorter, because your teammates are doing everything in their power to complete the generators in time. And by the way, I'm going to be streaming today at around 4 PM Eastern Time, playing Forsaken, Die of Death, and really whatever you guys want. So if you want to say hi and maybe get the chance to see me, then go subscribe, and I hope to see you there. The Forsaken developers just showed even more lore, this time being for Chance, Elliot, and even Two Time. So here's a quick breakdown. First off, a cool connection between Chance and Elliot is the fact that they were both very well off, with Elliot having a fortune from his family, as well as Chance having everything you could ever want. Although both of them are still very hardworking, with Chance being a thrill seeker and Elliot working hard to earn his own wealth. And if you were wondering, yes, Mafioso and Chance are actually connected in lore, because one time when Chance was playing a rigged game from the Mafia, he somehow won, and he's had a target on his back ever since. Now for some Two-Time lore. Despite being in a cult, Two-Time wasn't really close with any of the other cultists, and was usually excluded from the routine rituals and meetings. Two-Time is also a lot shorter than the other cultists and survivors, standing at about 5'3". Dang, bro, get some lifts in your shoes. That's crazy, man. And if you want to see any of this lore for yourself, you can go check out the Twitter account Forsaken News, which posts official lore from the Forsaken Discord. Now go subscribe and tell me what lore you're excited for next. The Forsaken developers have recently given out even more lore, this time being about Veronica, and it's actually pretty funny. First off, Veronica was a part of an experimental batch of helper robots, although they never went into full production, so only 5 were made. 2 of which no longer functioning, and 1 going completely missing. This one, of course, being Veronica, after being taken and trapped in the Forsaken realm. She also views Builderman in quite high regard because of his engineering skills, calling him Sir Builder and his sentries and dispensers as companions. She also sometimes pretends to eat Elliot's pizza by slapping it on her face, which is definitely something I could see her doing. It also says that she's the type of person to do multiple life-threatening things at once for like $2. And it also says that she cracks her screen pretty often due to falling over from failed tricks. This doesn't affect her much physically though, since her screen's only purpose is to display her emotions. And yes, I know, another video on Forsaken lore, but don't worry, I have a lot of videos in the works like skits, tips, and a bunch of other things. So go subscribe and tell me what lore you want to see next. Hey there, Forsaken developers! Can you guys show me the abilities for some of your killers? I want to see how unique each one is. Maybe you could start me off with Cool Kid? Okay, Cool Kid has a projectile with corrupt nature and a dash ability with Walk Speed Override. Oh, alright, that's pretty cool, but how about Noli? You guys worked on his moveset for like 6 months, so it has to be super unique. Oh yeah, Noli has Nova Star as a projectile and Void Rush as a dash ability. Oh, that's kind of interesting, I guess. You know what? How about Guest 666? You guys worked on him for months, gave him a whole redesign. He has to have some unique abilities. He has Infernal Cry as a ranged move and Demonic Pursuit as a dash ability. Seriously? Another projectile and dash ability? You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about this. Let's just move on to the newest killer added to the game, Nosferatu, and please tell me he has some unique abilities. Oh, Nosferatu? Well, he has Hunter's Feast as a projectile, and Cataclysm as a dash ability. Nosferatu literally had 2 movesets in development, one of them being more focused around flying and doing combos in the air. And you guys seriously just give him the same basic moveset as 3 other killers? Maybe I'm just asking for too much from you guys. Oh, and by the way, before you comment something, please note that this whole video is just a skit, and I think that all the killers in Forsaken are super unique in their own ways, so make sure to go subscribe. This is the Aberrant John Doe skin in Forsaken, a skin that turns John Doe into a hulking beast with tons of effects, voice lines, and animations, and this is just so awesome. This skin is an entire custom model, which is bigger than the average survivor or killer. He of course has custom animations for his walking, running, and idle. Here's how he looks using his M1. Here's how he looks using Corrupt Energy. And here's how he looks using Digital Footprint. This skin also has a custom kill animation for every single survivor. Starting us off is Noob, then Elliot, then Shedletsky, Guest 1337, Taff, Two-Time, Dusakar, Chance, Builderman, 007 and 7, and finally Veronica. This skin also has a custom intro and outro that use the avatars from your friends list in the animations.
Feel that?
This skin also has a custom chase theme, even more voice lines, and just so much more. Although it costs 20,000 player points, this is just such an insane skin. And I don't think we'll ever get something like it ever again. And if you think this skin is cool too, then go subscribe. This is the Narrator, a skin obtained for beating TDS's final act event on the hardest difficulty, and this might be my new favorite Noli skin. This skin takes the appearance of the Narrator, holding a magic wand, wearing formal Victorian clothes, and having his iconic red and yellow top hat. This skin has custom animations for his walking, running, M1, and idle, and he also has a custom intro and outro with voice lines.
Welcome to our show, or at least your device! I've been a wonderful crowd here tonight!
He has a custom animation for hitting Void Rush, where he picks you up with Righty and just throws you away as the Narrator giggles to himself. He also has a custom animation for when he uses Observant, using Lefty and Righty to teleport. This skin also has a ton of voice lines, so here's some of my favorites.
Places, people, the stage is set! I can just for you! Please, take a seat! Next act! Had it, lost it.
This skin also has one of the best kill animations in Forsaken, picking you up with Lefty and Righty before crushing you in the air. And as a huge fan of TDS, this is one of the most unique and coolest skins we've ever gotten in Forsaken. And if you agree with me, then go subscribe. Here's how to fully complete the coolest Christmas update in Forsaken. Now, if I'm being honest, this event works exactly the same as the Masquerade event. You see, anytime you're in a game of Forsaken, these cute little gingerbread men can spawn around the map, similar to Sukars. Collecting these give 1 to 3 gingerbread, which you can use for the battle pass. To unlock specific killer skins, you have to buy a certain amount of survivor skins. Now, in the battle pass, there are 3 skins locked behind a date sometime in January, which means we could be getting some crazy looking killer skins and maybe even a new character similar to Nosferatu. Survivors like Dusakar, Elliot, and Noob are all pretty great for collecting gingerbread, and for killers, John Doe or Noli are probably your best bet for quick games, although Slasher could also work because of how oppressive he is. By the way, we finally have a Discord server where you can chat, post fan art, give ideas for videos, and so much more. So go subscribe and please click the link in the description for the server. This is the Conductor Noli skin, a skin that turns Noli into, well, a conductor, with half of his body being coal, and the other half looking like a conductor's. He has a golden ticket replacing his Void Star, and a ton of other custom animations and sound effects. The main thing that makes this skin unique is the fact that for Void Rush, he rides on top of a train, Tom and Jerry style, and when he hits a survivor, he picks up the train and smashes it into them. He also has custom sound effects for when he teleports, and when using Nova Star. This skin is a very obvious reference to the Christmas movie, Polar Express. The golden ticket replacing Noli's Void Star even says Noli Express on it. This skin, in my opinion, is extremely underrated. The design is incredible, the animations are great, and the reference is really cool and nostalgic. And if you agree with me, then go subscribe, and go join our Discord server, the link's in the description. This is One Scoop, a skin for 1x that turns into a type of ice cream monster with a custom intro, an amazing model, and a lot more. This skin wields 2 giant spoons as swords, has a chocolate ice cream sandwich domino crown, and a design based off vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate ice cream. He has custom blue effects for mass infection, entanglement, and unstable eye. He also has custom ice cream minions, although there's nothing special with Rejuvenate the Rotten, which I feel like is a bit of a missed opportunity. I mean, what if One Scoop dug into himself with his spoons? Now that would be awesome. Although one of the main things about this skin is with its custom intro, with One Scoop diving out of a freezer box. This skin is incredibly goofy and reminds me a lot of 1Eggs. The intro is cool, the design is awesome, and I really like this skin. Although some custom animations would be nice. And if you think this skin is cool too, then go subscribe and go join the Discord. The link's in the description.